stand right there.
Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood.
The enemy meaning what? The troops that Esau have that are gonna come, that's gonna come down on the people that are not with his system. Okay, that's the enemy. Okay, those are the enemies coming in like a flood. Okay, go ahead.
When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him.
Through what? Through his men, right? He's going to lift up that standard, meaning he's going to deliver his men from those situations, right? Through spiritual power, right? So the elect is good, right? Regardless of how things seem, right? How deadly things get, the elect is going to be good. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 20, and the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob, save the Lord Yahweh.
Right, and our faith is built up now through different situations you're going through now. That's to build you up for the time to come, okay? Because these little things we're going through now, these are little things, man. Car broke down, the girl giving you problems, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Bugging you, you know, whatever the case may be. The troubles in the flesh, like the elder said, these things are just to build you up for that time, okay? And the Lord is getting ready to turn us up on a higher level. But the Lord has access to our spirits. That's right. He could just snap his finger and have us on a higher level. It's not, right? But the times that we're coming to, we need to be on a higher level. That's right. Okay? So we're talking more than just the things, the daily things that you're going through now, which is really, that's right. Right? We're talking about famine. We're talking about death in front of you. We're talking about you being the last of your family line alive. That's right. Brothers got to be able to understand what's coming. That's right. Right? But it's light. They speak about it, but then when you lose, you know, when brothers might lose it, it's harder than what you think. That's right, man. It's harder than what you think, man. That's right. Okay, I'm hardened. You think you're hardened, man. But the Lord knows where to get you where it hurts the most. Go ahead. The Lord knows where to get you where it hurts the most. Okay? Let me get this for you real quick. Absolutely. This is, just to back up your point, this is Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1, Ecclesiasticus. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Right, temptation is meaning what? Prepare for the test. You see, a lot of these other camps, they don't even teach about the test that's coming. So when these guys get in those situations, they're not even close to ready. They start training them. Okay, but through the apostle, others are bringing us. We've been trained up from a baby. From times we came into the truth, we've been ready for these things to come, man. We've been hearing about the doom and gloom, man. To where we're like, is there any light? Is there anything good that's gonna happen between? Right? That's how much he's been preparing us for the doom and gloom. Verse 2: set thy heart aright and constantly endure. And make not haste. And endure means to make hardened, right? So we can't be in that soft spirit. Brothers tell us something, why you talk to me like that? That's some bitch-made spirit. We can't be in that spirit no more.
Yeah, faint-hearted. Yeah, faint-hearted.
What do you mean, man? You got people that they're in war. They go to war. Hold on, brother.
Yo, he told you hold on, man.
We go to war, right?
No, I just can't read that.
And then what? And what happens is the sergeant be screaming in his face. You know what I mean? You piece of shit. You this and that. You just gotta deal with it. Okay? And what if he says, nah, fuck you, wants to punch the guy in the face because the sergeant is cursing him out. He's on a higher rank. You do that. I'm not too familiar with it, but I'm sure you probably get dishonor of discharge, of course, right? So that's not something that you can do, right? But you come into this truth, you're dealing with spiritual men on high levels. Nah, forget what he said. He's just a man. Boy, clearly that means you're not on a spiritual level. All right, go ahead. Verse 2, set thy heart and constantly endure and make not haste in the time of trouble. And that's another thing. We got to learn to be still. Right? When you go to Psalms, it speaks about be still. When you go through these different trials and tribulations, it's going to come. Everyone goes through trials. Even these people in the world go through trials and tribulations, right? It's going to come. It's part of life. But the Lord is to be still and know that He is Yahweh. Meaning what? Meaning you know that Yahweh Shemel Shai got it. This is all for the purpose of building you up. He's not going to destroy whatever you're going through. it's funny because we get worried that the flesh makes us worried, but then somehow it works out. Somehow the situation out usually. You know what I mean? That's it. Go ahead.
Cleave unto him and depart
Like the
away.
elder said, always. You know, go ahead.
There's a scripture for that.
Right,
One in
absolutely,
Hebrews.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
It says, cleave unto him
Go ahead.
and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at the last end.
May be increased at the last end, man. All right. You know, that thou mayest be increased at the last end, man. Okay. So meaning what? Meaning you're gonna get on a higher level. Once you pass those, you're gonna go to the next level. How you gonna go to the next level if you can't get past that simple test, man? Right? It may not be simple at the time, but get past it. If you don't get past it, don't be surprised if you keep going through the same thing, man. Same series. Go ahead.
Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate.
Right. Let's get all. I want to get all the meat off the bones. Right. Patient. What does patient mean? It means to suffer, man. Right. Well, I believe patience also ties in with passion, if I'm not mistaken. Suffer, man. Okay. So what? You gotta suffer through waiting for the deliverance, waiting for the better part of this. You know, the advancement, right? Because it's not forever, it's for a time. Go ahead.
Take cheerfully, Slakia, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a estate.
So we're patience? Or you got a scripture? Okay, good.
All right, so this is patience down 1200 AD, quality of being willing to bear adversity, calm endurance of misfortune. Calm endurance.
Calm.
The scripture said, be still and know that I'm the Lord.
Right?
Right? It says,
the last week.
So what do these guys do when something happens to them? They get to it. They can't pay their rent for the last day. You know, the child support's coming up, this and that. Let me just sell weed again. Let me just go some crack. Because, you know, we're at that point now. You know, what a little one do?
Or what does Esau do? He commits suicide. You know what I mean? It was like commits suicide.
That's
So like, I'm out of here.
All right. Go ahead.
it says, the quality of suffering or enduring submission. It says also indulgence, leniency, humility, submissiveness.
Which the elder Ariel always says that. He says the first thing you gotta do is acceptance of the situation. Right? The first thing is acceptance. That's submission.
That's the hardest thing, man. When you're going through hell, the hardest thing is you add a times 2 to your hell by trying to say, no, this can't be it. You know, this can't be the situation. And you're literally grinding against the situation.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you're walking up a 45-degree hill with a 50-pound vest.
Yeah.
Talking about you know, that's the hardest thing, bro.
Sure.
I can remember all the times I've been caught in hell, and then I just say, you know what, man, this is what I got to deal with, and then it's a release, man. Because what can you do in that situation?
Exactly. What am I gonna do?
What can you do?
Yeah.
Hey,
What the hell can you do?
they
Blow your
said,
hair?
run from the storm, go through
Run
the storm.
The buffalo,
Yep.
right? It runs right through it.
Go through
They
it.
right through the storm, the buffalo. Right? They just say, fuck it, we're gonna deal with it. We're not
Fuck
gonna
it,
run.
man. Yeah.
Right? So it says literally quality of suffering. Bearing, supporting, suffering, enduring, permitting, tolerant, but also firm, unyielding, hard.
Right.
To endure, undergo, experience. Yep, that was it, yeah.
You gotta go through. You know? Go ahead.
This is First
Hold on,
Thessalonians.
you were finished with that?
Yeah, that was the point. Yeah,
Okay. Go ahead.
First Thessalonians 5 and verse 17 says, pray without ceasing. So even when you're going through the sufferings, you have to pray to Okay, it says, in everything give thanks, for this is the will of Yahweh and Hamashiach Yahushua concerning you.
That's right.
Because Yahweh Shemashah put you through that situation, so he can help you overcome it. You overcome it through him. You know, so give thanks unto Yahweh Shemashah.
Hey, that's what these people in the world, they don't get. They think it's some random shit just happened. A random storm.
Yeah.
And then even when he's like, oh, God is testing me, they don't really believe it. They don't have faith in the Most High. You people spend your days exercising in sin. What are you talking about, God? You talking about how? You know? This is 1 Peter 1 and 13 in the KJV. Wherefore, gird up the loins of your mind. Be sober to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Yahushua Mashiach. As obedient children, not fashioning yourselves according to the former lusts in your ignorance. I'm going to read it in the NLT. So think clearly and exercise self-control. Forward to the gracious salvation that will come to you when Yahushua Mashiach is revealed to the world. And verse 14 is what you were talking about, pretty much, oh, go sell crack. You know, I'm gonna do what I gotta do, right? It says, so you must live as the Most High's obedient children. Don't slip back into your old ways of living to satisfy your own desires. You didn't know any better then. You were beasts, man. David said that. So foolish was I was as a beast before you.
Right. You know? You do that, you definitely fail the test. Okay?
You gotta get this for you then. This is Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 17. It says, let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. For if the just man be the son of Yahweh, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies. Let us examine him with despitefulness.
This is the mind of the oligarchs, man.
That's right.
Right? They're really, and brother, you know what's funny? I was just reading that. What scripture is that?
Wisdom, Salakia. This is Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 17.
2 and 17. I was reading this the other day. I gotta read this after in the GNT, you know, because I was reading and you just put it out. So keep going. I'm gonna read it after you.
Yeah, Khan.
KJV.
Yeah, I'll start from the 17 again. It says, let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. Yahushua went through this after his 40-day fast. For if the just man, son of Yahweh, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies. Let us examine him with despitefulness, that we may know his meekness and prove his patience. Let us condemn him with a shameful death, for by his own saying he shall be respected.
Right, that's it. Right, so if you go backwards into the old ways, like the elder read, right? Then you lost. You failed the test, and all of this is a test, man. Everything is a test, man. Okay.
Let me get. So there was Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 6 GNT. The wicked say, "Come on, then let's enjoy the good things of life and live in this world the way we did when we were young and free of care. Let's drink the most expensive wines and use the finest fumes. Let's not miss a single flower in the springtime. Before the roses wither, let's pick them and wear them in our hair."
Yeah, that's the mindset of these people, man. Do whatever they can to live it up, man. You know, YOLO lifestyle, man. All right.
It starts with the oligarchs because shit rolls downhill.
That's right.
Right. That spirit of degenerate that the common man, is in. That's because your masters, right? They're literally casting spells on you.
That's right.
You know, you people made that bio weapon. That was an idol to you people, man. That was a fucking idol. Yeah. They showed you. You had families that were broken entirely. You had worshiping that thing.
Hey, don't you remember some people would brag that they got a special one? They'll be like, "Oh, I have this one."
Yeah.
You had name brand ones.
Yeah.
You had ones that were like, "That one? Oh, that one's a low class one. I got this one."
Yeah, man. I remember neighbor, they got the second one. They had a party, man.
Yeah,
they had a party. They had a barbecue.
Oh yeah, there was
a party.
parties.
Yeah. They were celebrating, man. It says, "Let's all join in and leave signs everywhere of our carefree revelry. Life owes us that much. We'll oppress the poor, even if they are righteous. We'll show no respect for widows or old people. We'll call ourselves right if we are strong enough to get what we want. No one ever got anywhere by being weak. Righteous people are nothing but a nuisance. So let's look for chances to get rid of them. They are against what we do. They accuse us of breaking the law of Moses. and violating the traditions of our ancestors. They claim to know the Most High, and they call us the Lord's children. We can't stand the sight of people like that. What they are contradicts our whole way of thinking. They are other people. They have strange ways. They think that our moral standards are so corrupt that everything we do should be avoided. Of having the Most High for their Father, and believe that when all is said and done, only the righteous will be happy.
That's right.
But we'll see if that's true. Let's see what will happen when it's time for them to die. If the righteous really are the Most High's children, the Most High will save them from their enemies, put them to the test, will be cruel to them and torment them.
You got some gonna fail at different parts of the test. Everyone ain't gonna fail at the same time. The ones that are meant to fail, right? You got people that'll go through the fire at a certain temperature, but when it gets heating up a bit, they hang on there, and it gets to a point where now you're gonna lose your family. Oh, now they fold, all right? Or it gets to a point where your life is in jeopardy. Now they, right? So it's all different. There's different levels that people are gonna fold at, man. See, so they're gonna test you on all levels. They're turning up the heat on all levels, man. Right? Like what was that, Nebuchadnezzar, man? Right?
And he that loveth mother.
Yeah.
So these are tests too.
Absolutely.
You know, because some of us might lose our children. They're not fit to be a parent.
Remember Total Recall? Either the old or the new one. But she tried to deceive him at the end. You know, when he woke up, he had this dream. And then she was, baby, this is all, girl hallucinating.
She wanted to put it right back to the dream.
And they were literally trying to rock him
back to sleep. Yeah.
You know, and they'll use your children.
Yep.
That's why you can't idolize them. And in this society, people idolize.
Right.
What is idolization? Veneration, right? A form of worship, right? Honey, I'll be home at 10. Why do you got to be home at 10? Who the hell said you got to be home at 10? are you a man cave?
Right.
You know?
Hey,
No,
these people don't even know that women used to get put on their cycle. They don't even know we're not even supposed to be around them during that time.
Right.
I think it's always laid up.
It says, and torment them, then we'll find out how calm and reasonable they are. We'll find out just how much they can stand. We'll condemn them to a shameful death. After all, they say that the Most High will protect them. That is how evil people think. But they are wrong. They are blinded by their own wickedness. They have never known the Most High. Never hoped for the rewards of a holy and blameless life. When the Most High created us, He did not intend for us to die. He made us like Himself. It was the devil's jealousy that brought death into the world, and those of the devil are the ones who will die.
And the devil is not speaking about the spiritual demon Satan. It's speaking about the serpent. Okay? That's who was jealous. He saw how Adam was living. He saw how Adam was ruling, right? And how he was on a high level with Eve, and he wanted to do away with that, right? So these Edomites, these elites, they envy us. They envy the blessing that we have, right? So they want to do away with us altogether, right? Which is not going to happen. No, because the Lord said what? That even as long as the stars and the moon and the sun is here, His lights will still be here.
That's right.
So He can't do away with us.
That's right.
There's nothing you could do. Okay? Us as a nation, we're immortal as a nation. There's nothing to do.
That's right.
Right?
That's right, man.
I have a script, Second Timothy 2 verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai, and no man that warneth entangleth himself with the affairs of this
And
life.
that's the main thing. We can't be too entangled in this shit, bro. Me, I like to keep a distance. You know, I like to keep a distance from the family and all that. I don't be calling mom dukes every week. Nah, bro. Like, I be disappearing for months sometimes. You understand what I'm saying? Because what? Because I don't want to get too into it, and then sometimes when that time comes, you're too into it. You know, it's gonna mess you up even more. It's not to say I don't love my mom dukes. It's not to say I don't love my peoples. You know, but it's just that, you know, I'm on a mission right now. I'm on a mission right now, ultimately.
That's true love, though, no? That's a real love there, though.
Right. Like that movie was a Platoon, but the guy said, I'm not sure if it was Platoon, but he said basically, you have a family at home. I'm not thinking about that. My life is here now.
Yeah.
Hey, just to add to your point,
Yeah.
when it comes to the MOTB,
Yeah.
some of your own family members are gonna sell you out because
Exactly.
you don't have it,
Exactly.
right? So like you say, you gotta be distance from them, even though you love them. You gotta keep.
Absolutely, that's right. How much of our family members took the juice,
Yeah.
right? And you not to take the juice.
Majority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Majority. Yeah.
Behind your back, you might have found out,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So they took the juice. My mates took the juice. And she told me like, she didn't know what was going on, and she had to admit it.
Oh, your mom or your missus?
Mom Dukes. Oh, and Bob Dukes.
Oh, wow.
Both of them, and I warned them, and then my pops was in the hospital for a blood clot.
See that?
And I said, see, you know why this happened, eh? I had to anoint him and pray over him. I can't be too into that because they're not going to listen to me.
That's
right.
They're in the world. So I
Yeah.
just pray that Yahweh Shema Shai have mercy on them in the sense of not give them too much of a harsh way.
That's right. That's right.
Go ahead.
No man that warneth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please who have chosen him to be a soldier.
Right. Who chose us to be a soldier? Yahweh Shai.
This is Matthew 10:36. And a man's foe shall be there of his own household.
Yeah. Yeah, that's your foes, man. Like the elder said, that's who's going to sell you out in that time. I'm not sure if it was Ashar or one of you. Okay, Ashar. So ultimately, you know, your family members are going to sell you out in that time. Meaning what? Meaning that if the FBI's or whatever task force is beside them, you know, they'll call you. Yeah, just come home. You know, just come home. You're like, all right, mom.
Yeah.
I made your favorite food
Yeah.
that you like. You know. Yeah.
And she's gonna say something to trigger you to be like, nah, that ain't her. Say one thing and be like, what? That ain't my mom. Like, what the
The
hell?
Spirit's gonna tell you.
God.
I mean, they did it 3 years ago with the Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, but didn't they show Terminator when the
Oh,
Terminator
yep,
called him
Yes.
and changed the voice? But it was really the bad guy. You
Khan,
remember?
yeah.
John.
Yeah.
So she tried to reach it.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
And they have that technology now.
Khan.
They have the technology now.
Yeah.
That you can literally take someone's voice
Yeah.
and use it. Yeah, man.
That's true. That's true. Very true.
Right? This is Matthew 24 and verse 22. And except those days should be short,
It's all good, bro.
no flesh be saved. But
Right.
for the elect's sake, those days shall be short.
Right. So the days have to be short because that's how bad it's gonna get.
Sure.
You know, it's gonna get so bad. You know, it's gonna be like, oh, the Lord has to shorten the days now, right? You know, don't expect it to be 10 years. You were avoiding the MOTB for 10 years. Nah, it's like that, man.
Because you won't be able to like survive in this kingdom.
Right.
But you won't be able to buy or sell, right? Unless you have that mark.
No, but the brother's just saying it can't. We don't have that long left because collapse is here now. You can tell, man. There's no 10 years left.
Go ahead. Matthew 24 and 24. It says, for there shall arise false mashayats and false prophets, and shall shew great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
Right. That's how like we're going into AI. Right? If it were possible, they could deceive the very elect even with the AI, man. You may have brothers, you know, they showing brothers doing something and it's not them, it's just the AI doing it.
Yeah, I might put it to her, sending out I tell all the brothers to eat pork. We're gonna be like, what the hell? Hell nah.
Yeah.
Deep fake.
Keep the chip brothers. It's not.
Con.
Not the mark.
Yeah, con.
I went off. Nate
See,
was right.
they're gonna have him sitting there and they're gonna be like, see, I just took it. Yeah,
That's
con.
hard. You did a good job.
Yeah.
You deceived everyone. Yeah, man. Miracles, right?
Is that
Miracles
it?
of the
Yes, miracle. That's the miracle.
You have more?
Oh, okay. I just want to say something because he mentioned miracles of the beast. Now there's a thing on Instagram now in Sweden. They created a particular soup that connects with your neurons or whatever, your brain or whatever, where they can you know, people have palsies. They show them before and after, and the person's all shaking. They can't even pick up a cup, and they're walking on normal, picking up the cup, drinking. It was amazing. That
Bluetooth, right?
it was actually like almost beautiful. Like that's the miracle of the beast right there.
yes,
And it
yes,
showed a
yes.
bunch of people doing it. So I was like, wow.
They had one guy who's deaf, and he heard his wife's voice for the first time through that thing. So it's all these
Neuralink.
things. Heal the blind, the lame,
Yes,
the
Neuralink,
lame.
yes.
You know?
It's like the devil for not accepting it. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, this is Isaiah 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. And strength of salvation, the fear of Yahweh Bashim our treasure.
Right, and why are we not going to take it? Because we fear Yahweh Bashim Shai over Esau, man. You understand what I'm saying? The only the real one we fear is the Heavenly Father Yahweh and the Son Yahweh. So that's why the elect is not going to take it. Okay, the other people, the fear of Esau is going to outweigh their fear for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh. Okay, and they're going to go ahead and fold and reap destruction. Right?
Also, we know we're not going to fall into these deception of Esau. We know the men follow men of integrity. You know, they've instructed us in the wisdom and of the scriptures. You know, and the scripture says that they love not their lives unto death. Right. You know. Right. So really, the elect are going to be ready to die before even the beast.
Yeah, because when you look up that word miracle in the Greek, it pretty much means transcending something normal, right? So remember they made that movie Transcendence back in the day with Johnny Depp?
Yeah.
Remember, they want immortality, right? They want to live forever.
Elysium.
Elysium, yeah.
It's already in the works, right? They want to transfer their consciousness to different bodies.
Yeah, like Futurama.
Yeah.
Cartoon.
Yeah.
Get Out. Yeah, Get Out. Yeah, perfect example. Can I get this? This is Revelation 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partners of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues." Right. What's the main plague? Those nuclear missiles, man. All right. So you. All right. We got to be changed. Okay. Because the nuclear. Anyone who took that OTB, the scriptures. Get me real quick, brother. Revelation 14:9 to tie into what the elders pulling out, because that's the reward for those that take that in Babylon. If you're in Babylon, 100% you're going to receive this judgment. And the Lord might have a illicit fight wherever you're at anyway, right? But if you're in Babylon 100%, this is your judgment. Go ahead.
This is the book of Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand.
Now the image is the system. The mark is something that you buy and sell with. So we know it's not sin. You can't buy and sell with sin. Right? Go ahead.
The same shall wine of the wrath of Yahweh, Bashmi Yahushai, which is poured out without mixture to the cup of his indignation.
Right.
And he shall be
That means that's that pure judgment. You understand? That's pure. You don't even want to imagine how that feels to be when the nuclear missiles. It's not going to be 1 second and you're in the spirit world. You're going to feel that pain for sure.
And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
That's speaking about those nuclear missiles, man. So if you take, there's no way you could get beamed up. There's no way you could get delivered, man. It's impossible, man. Okay? Go ahead.
And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name.
So that's what happens if you take the microchip, the micro CHIP. Okay, that's what it is. The mark. Okay?
That was the point.
Was it on
Unless you wanted more.
Okay. It's good. That's the point.
I got the point. I just want to bring out that word miracle, right? So the word miracle is semion. In the Greek, semion, which means, I'm going to go to the point. It says, an unusual occurrence, transcending the common course of nature. Right? And when you look up that word it's a verb. It means escape illusion in. That's like escape inclusion in. Lie beyond the scope of. Transcend, surpass. And directly from Latin, climb or beyond. Surmount, overstep.
Yeah, because when
That's
you yeah, exactly.
Overstepping.
Yeah, because part of transcending is breaking barriers.
Yep.
Like there might be a barrier to something, you try and go beyond that. He's always trying to go in out of space. He's trying to transcend out of Earth, man.
Yeah, man can get pregnant.
Exactly. Breaking boundaries, man.
Yep. Crossing boundaries.
Yeah, crossing boundaries, man.
You know?
And he's gonna start with those people that are disabled dealing with the CHIP. I mean, it's gonna be easy for him to push because imagine you never walked, you haven't walked. Well, I have a cousin in Montreal. He got shot in his back and he's paralyzed.
Yeah, of course.
And he tells me the only thing he ever thinks about is how to move his feet. Every morning is how to try it. He can't. Nothing can. But I know in my head, I remember I told him about maybe the miracles. And he scoffed at that. He's like, it's started looking at me like I was bugged out after that, right? But I know for a fact if they say, listen, we got something that could make you walk again. Because he used to be a gangster. He used to have all kind of girls with him. He can't even deal with a girl now. So that messes with him. So it's easy to sell him that. And he'll take that. I believe 100% he'll take that quick.
They do it with the guys sent overseas to words. If they lose an arm or a leg, they can get like frustrated ones. The fake ones. So you can feel like have that feeling.
But remember, it was soldiers that they tested all of that on first. When before prosthetic proper went to people first, it went to soldiers first. So all this Neuralink and everything that they're introducing to people, they already tried it on soldiers.
Oh yes.
Soldiers are using that right now. It always starts with soldiers.
You got something to show? That's something?
Psalm 2:1. Why do the Edish and the people imagine the vain thing? The king of the earth.
Well, what's the vain thing that they're going to rule forever? They think they're going to micro-hit the world and rule forever. That's a vain thing that they're imagining. Go ahead.
The earth set themselves, and the ruler take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointing, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us.
Right, so they're trying to bring down the Lord's elect. Okay, that's the target, man. The scriptures say that the beast was wroth with the woman and the remnant of her seed which keep the commandments, man. He's angry at the elect. That's who the beast is mainly going to be targeting in these last days. All these little legislations they're putting out really is targeting the elect. It's targeting those that are out there prophesying, man. Talking about now in UK, the internet, what you post on social media, now you got to get locked up.
Hey, but it was okay. They were posting how to cook crack. It was okay when you had women on YouTube kissing dogs in the mouth. All of this dumb shit. Drill music is okay, but until we came through and we started posting truth, now we got a big problem. Now we got to censor the internet now. Now you got to censor?
Go ahead.
Well, that's why, who said that? The Rockefeller?
Yes.
Said, I wish it was
Yeah, Khan.
That's right.
And then Bill Gates was like, I wish these conspiracies, they would just go away.
And you know what he means when he says go away.
They're pissed, bro. They're pissed.
Man.
Because remember, they look at you people, man, you're stupid. You're stupid people, man, going, following the latest fashion trends, the latest TV shows, the latest keeping up with whoever, Kardashian. They look at stupid sheeple, man.
Yeah,
Ponds, even below ponds, man.
below.
You got Revelation 1, 13, 11.
They had a thing they said beware of the useful idiot. They call you people useful idiots. There's a thing in masonry, right? I did a lesson on it, but I forget how it's scaled, but pretty much they have different etymology meanings for like idiot, moron, and it's all classifications, right? I got to get into it again, but pretty much the highest functional idiot or mole person that's just following orders but working in society, contributing, paying taxes, keeping the wheel spinning, and that's how they look at you until you get somewhere, and then that's why these celebrities, all you see them do, all they pose. Right? Everybody doing this.
Doesn't mean anything, but it's just a coincidence.
This way, they have the eye blocked, they have the eye.
They always getting punched in the
Right, everyone's doing this. What is it? Why is every generation? What does that mean?
Yeah, correct.
It's
Coincidence.
Go ahead. Okay, this is Revelation 13 and verse 11. It says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
Right, that's this present system. That's starting with Babylon the Great, man. Right, the Democrat, Republican, right? And these people believe in that crap, man, and they're just playing games with you, man. Right? If you believe in either side, I know level, man. Very good. I know you're on I could only talk to you like I talk to you. Go ahead.
Hey, they had Greg. It's like they had Greg the Stallion talking about. Oh, thank you. Gregory, we're full.
You're right.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. That's her alter ego.
We're full of Gregory. Yeah, man, Greg. Or Kamala talking about this bullshit, man. Twerking on the stage.
all bugged out, man. Like the elites are at a point where they're just showing you people how stupid you are, and they're having a fun time with it.
Hey, that guy just posted a sex audio.
Oh yeah.
And
Yes.
everybody's, you know, Shannon Sharp.
Yes.
Just to try and prove that he's not sweet. He was saying he was sweet as hell.
Yeah.
So
makes sense.
he
That
tried to
makes sense.
post that to try and
That
make
makes
it
sense.
seem like he's
That
masculine.
makes sense.
Yeah, man, it's a degenerate world.
Yeah, man.
Back in the bush, and he was an idiot, but it was a so-called professional demeanor.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
This is just like a fucking. It's a reality. It's a shit show, man. It's a reality show. You're watching reality every day. You wake up, you scroll on Instagram. Whoa, it's a reality show. Wag the dog. Wag the dog.
Well, we can't forget Trump is a reality TV star.
That's
He's a
right.
damn son of a-
That's right.
That's right. You know what I'm saying?
This is folly is setting great dignity.
That's right.
Exactly what it is.
Hey, you had that dumb bitch, the hot tour girl,
Oh my gosh.
and she's famous.
Yo, you know how much money she's making right now? She said she's making
she's
money.
famous.
Yeah.
From a small bit about how do you like to spit up, and she's famous.
Yeah, just that alone.
You know,
Man, that was a terrible example.
that shows you we're at the end of this bitch. man.
This is Proverbs 6:12. A naughty person, a man, walketh with a forward mouth. He winketh with his eyes. He speaketh with his feet. He teaches with his fingers. Forwardness is in his heart. He deviseth mischief continually. He soweth discord.
Yeah, that's that secrecy. You know what I'm saying? When they speak with their fingers, they speak with their hand, they're doing different signals. That's that secrecy, man. They're not in the light. You understand? That's how they move. Okay?
Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy.
That's it. Bro. All right. You got that revelation? Yeah.
Back to Revelation 13 and verse 12. And he exercises all the power of the first beast before him and causes the earth.
That's the Roman Empire. Their access, this is just like the Roman Empire 2.0 with technology. That's all it is. Because the Roman Empire was full of oppression, man. They were always looking for a way, the rulers were always looking for a way, how can we charge these people? We can charge this, now we can charge the shipments, we can charge this. It was tax. They kept trying to build up what they could tax and charge their people for. Is that not what happening now? They not keep adding, they just put a 6% tax on alcohol in Quebec. What's that about? We're not taxed enough.
Well, they also had what you call a wedding circus. They had occupied.
Exactly.
Yeah, they would have 100 days of games.
Yep.
You know, the senator's asking them, why are you throwing these games?
Hey, and we have the same thing now because it's this season, that
Yes,
season,
yeah.
and then there's a little break.
Yeah.
And then it's football season, hockey season, and then they just flood you.
And then you get it out Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's,
Oh my
all
gosh.
this bullshit on top of that.
Just to distract you.
And now it's on your phone. It's right. You carry the Coliseum with you.
Good, bro. It says, and he exercises all the power of the first beast before him and causes the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
Right. Go ahead.
And and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by his miracles.
Those miracles that we were speaking about earlier, man. Right? And he's going to use those miracles, meaning what? Him seemingly healing people with the microchip or the micro C-hip technology. Okay? You understand? People that can't walk, now they can walk. Right? People who have Parkinson's, now they're not shaking no more. Right? Go ahead. So those are the miracles.
Those miracles.
So this is dealing with technology. So, but then when you get down to the mark, it's not technically sin. Go ahead.
Those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
It's going to come to a point where they're going to start killing people for not being down with the program.
That's right.
Exactly, they might label it patriotism like they did 9/11.
Absolutely.
You got to be a patriot, you know? And that image goes into the way of life.
American, being a patriot. You know, upholding democracy, feminism, whoredom, witchcraft.
That's right.
You know, hey, like Fargo, second season, with that guy, the guy's like, I don't think I want to serve drinks to someone who doesn't want to be an American. Right? That's like that mindset of you got to be down with us. You know, but it's gonna, like
He
you
ended up
said,
killing him.
yeah, it's gonna be now because it's gonna be so. Remember, they're gonna orchestrate chaos.
Right.
Right, the Venezuelans, Levi, they're trying to
demonize it.
right?
I don't want to get into that.
Now that ocean got cats and dogs.
We got Levi's right here.
Acting like Esau is upset. Esau is mad, man. And it's gonna get more severe.
When I heard that name, I said, something about that.
Yep.
First all that chaos, right? That's gonna happen. Because Esau is upset, man, because he's losing his power. He wants back his power. Like the average Edomite.
Verse 16, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
So that mark, like we know, is the C hip, right? The chip, which is going to have to, which is going to allow you to what? Operate in society ultimately. Go ahead.
And that no man might buy or sell, if he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
You're going to be cut off. You're not going to be able to buy and sell. Well, life is about buying and selling, right? You got your driver's license. You got to renew it, right? You got the car. You got to buy your car. You got to pay for your rent. That's, you know, buying housing is buying a space for a particular time. So everything you got to buy, you got to sell.
Go ahead.
Okay, you're selling your time, right? But if you don't have the C hip, they can't. You understand what I'm saying? So we're coming to that point. He's trying to get everyone to take that. So what kind of chaos is he going to have to bring in order to get everyone to take it? Everyone to take that back. That means what? It's going to have to be on a way higher level than that C19. That C19 was a joke compared to what he's getting ready to do. He's getting ready to do where these people are going to, so much death is around, so much hopelessness, so
They're
much
gonna cry
horror.
for it.
They're going to cry for
They're
it.
going to ask for it. The elite soldiers, the people are going to beg for it.
That's it.
That's where they get the term order ad chaos, order out of chaos. So chaos, but then we have the solution.
That's right. That's that Hegelian dialectic.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
That's right. Especially from above, from below.
And then that's the easiest way to get rid of dissent. So they create the chaos, and then everybody who, like, you'll have brothers like us who'll be like, no to this, no to that. We're gonna look crazy in that time.
Yes.
Because to even say in that time we're seeing so much death, to see us say, yo, brothers, still don't do this. People are gonna be like, people are actually dying.
Yeah.
My mom died, my brother died,
Yeah.
my whole family, you're telling me not to take it. You're gonna look crazy. Because that's where faith comes, that patience, man.
Hey, it was creeping up with the C19.
It creeping.
Yeah.
He goes like, look, I'm not restricting anyone's rights, but you can't do these things if you don't take that, if you don't get it. You know, he tried to slither his in.
Yep.
You know. So and that was a time when man, people lost their minds. They stopped talking to family members.
You couldn't go to restaurants.
Anywhere, man.
Yeah. Unless you got it.
He needed to wear that thing.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
You're wearing a mask now. You're not of the elect. You're wearing a mask. But anyways, that's a fact, man. The 9/11 event, right? The 9/11 event. How did they? What did they do that for? To pass what? The Patriot Act.
That's right. Exactly.
That was the beginning of take away your rights on a high level, man. You know, that was one of the beginnings of it. You know, because of what? Because of the chaos, right? And then what? Now now they started to be able to listen into the phone calls and stuff like that.
Exactly.
That's how the Patriot Act was.
And then they linked all police services together. Police services were separate. Now they're all connected.
You could come into the country with a driver's license.
Exactly. I was about to say that.
Right?
I was going to say that.
The passport's got that thing in it too, the thing.
Yeah.
That's right. And then to mark their great endeavor, they ended it with that tower. That tower that they built was called One World Tower or some shit. I can't remember the name. Just to let you know. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so those events like that, it's not new. The elites are not doing anything new, right? They're doing the same formula, man. Like the Apostle Bar has said before, they're not so super smart. They're using the same formula, right?
Yes.
The 9/11, the gold standard, the gold. You took the gold in the time of was it the Great Depression? When they came back, they took the gold. Nixon. Yeah, it was Nixon completely, but Roosevelt started it, right? So
Got a precept over here when you're ready.
okay, go ahead.
This is James 1 and 2. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse nations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, want nothing. Going into like the chip, how we have to prepare ourselves to want nothing. We're going to be tempted to take these things, with our family through stuff, as the brother was saying, and stuff that we're going to be going through. So we just have to be patient and pray out to Yahweh Shai that when these temptations fall upon us, that we're going to get through.
Because let me say this real quick, because you brothers brought up a good point. Especially in Toronto and all these major cities, when that thing happened, that thing, you had whole buildings, apartment buildings that were taken in. They were telling people, we don't want you even in our building unless you got it.
Yeah.
So that's a whole, that's crazy, man.
And you had people call cops. He said, I think there's 10 people.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
In Quebec, man, it was bad. Man.
It was bad in there.
Hey, remember they didn't even want people from Toronto to even go there. Yeah, they didn't even want people from Toronto.
Ottawa.
Go ahead.
It's hard to get there from
Go ahead.
Ottawa. True. But yeah, Khan, Slack. Let's have a precept.
Isaiah 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit,
Right.
that they may add sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not at my mouth.
You're going into Egypt. You're going into the government. You're going into your local government for what? For help, right? You're in Babylon. You're going to, you're going to the government for help. You're in Canada. You're going to the government. You're not looking for Yahweh Shai to help you because you don't know Yahweh Shai. You understand what I'm saying? See, us, we're leaning on Yahweh Shai. We understand the basic understanding that He controls everything. You understand? If we're on His side, how can we lose? If He's on our side, how can we lose? You see? Right?
To strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and in the shadow of Egypt.
Right. You're trying to straighten yourself through Esau helping you, right? Oh, he's going to help me with the universal basic income. He's going to help me with this. He's going to give me rations and food. You understand? But that way is going to lead to complete destruction, right?
Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame,
That's right.
and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
That's it. That's right. Oh, you got somebody?
Isaiah 31, 3. Now the Egyptians are men and not the Most High, and the horses flesh and not spirit. When the Lord shall descend, both of ye that help shall fall, and he that open shall fall down, and they all shall fall together.
Right, hey, y'all gonna fall together. You think they're gonna help you? These officials gonna fall too. If they're on a certain level, they ain't getting into the bunkers. You gotta be a certain level to get to the bunkers, man. You guys think these guys like these mayors and shit? A lot of the mayors in America are jake. These guys can't get into no bunkers. They're gonna be out there with the people, and the people are gonna be looking for them, man.
That's right. They showed that in I think the second purge.
Oh yeah.
Where they had that guy hanging from the city hall, I think, and they had he was hanging, and they put a card. They said this guy stole a pension fund of whatever. You know,
Be looking for them guys, man. Those guys are gonna be the top targets, man, because they're gonna blame you for everything that's happening, man. You understand?
a lot of budget money gets lost with these fucking politicians, man.
Yeah.
You know, things that are supposed to get done in the better people, they take that money.
Right.
You know.
Good.
Yeah, this is Isaiah 31st and 1. Woe to them to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust the chariots, because they are many, and in the horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel. He didn't seek the Lord Yahweh, especially right now with all the Venezuelans, all the South Americans up here. They're happy to be in America because to make it, but we know that it's going down. Like there's no future in America anymore. Verse 2, he also is a wise and will bring evil and will not go back his words, but will arise against the house of evilers and against the help of them that work iniquity.
Right?
Yeah, that was it.
Right, that's it. Right? He's going to rise against the evildoers, man. So they think that you're going to be good by turning to the government. You got another thing coming, man. And I don't care how much money. That's not going to save you, man. Right? These different celebrities, you know, they're going to be on the same level, man. They're going to be on. There's no place for them in the elites.
I think I got one in the car.
They better have their own, because the elites is not bringing Kendrick Lamar no bunker, man. Okay?
Yeah, my plus one.
My plus one. There you go. Plus one is a bunker.
This is 2 Timothy 2 verse 9, wherein I suffer trouble as an evildoer, even unto bonds. But the word of Yahweh is not bond. Therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake, that they may also obtain the salvation which is in Yahweh Shai Mashiach with eternal glory.
And all things mean also death, right? So you got to endure all things, including death. Well, matter of fact, when you come into this truth, you really should be coming with the understanding that this has to be death. Whether the Lord comes now or 50 years from now, but we know that's not going to happen. But let's say it does happen. Exactly. You got to have the mindset. I'm going to continue doing this work. Yeah, that's right.
It's going to say what you just said. Verse 11, it is a faithful saying, for if we be dead with him, we will also live with him. If we suffer, we shall also reign with him.
That's right.
If we deny him, he also will deny us. If we believe not, yet he abideth faithful, he cannot deny himself. Right?
That was the point. That's it. He cannot deny himself, man. You understand? So as long as we gotta go through it until the end, man. Yahushua is not going to deny us if we continue into the end.
He that endure to the end, the same
Shall be saved. But if you turn back, you denied it. Okay? If you turn back into the world, you denied it, man. You know? There's certain brothers, beloved, they turn back into the world. It's like they just gave up. They said, you know. Many are called, few are chosen. Like, yo, brother, are you serious? You know? Because what? Because, hey, like they were right, you know, but it's like they don't really understand the importance of staying until the end.
The Lord blew out their candle.
Yeah.
That's a terrifying thing, man.
That's terrifying, man.
Confuse them. This is the 1 Corinthians 16 and 13. Watch ye, stand fast in the faith, and quit. Watch ye, stand fast in the faith, and quit you like men. Be strong.
No? You want to say something?
Like that's pretty much it. But that's it. Also in Joshua 1, it says be strong, be of good courage. Right. So we're approaching, all kinds of calamities, right? But we're going to be very strong in our faith, right? Because we know it's just going to be for a time. It's temporal, because Esau is going to lose his whole empire eventually, right? After the destruction.
Real quick, just to back you up when you're saying all of that. This is Ephesians 2 and 11. Wherefore, remember that ye being in time past Gentiles in the flesh, who are called uncircumcision by that which is called the circumcision in the flesh made with hands, that at that ye were without Yahushua, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel and strangers from the covenants of promise, having no hope and without Yahweh in the world. In Yahushua Mashiach, ye who were sometimes far off are made nigh by the blood. For he is our peace, who hath made both one, and hath broken the middle wall of partition between us, having abolished in his flesh the enmity, even the law of commandments contained in ordinances, for to make in him a twain one new man, so making peace, and that he might reconcile both unto Yahweh in one body by the cross, having slain the enmity thereby, came and preached peace to you which were far off, and them that were nigh.
Is this one different?
And the enmity was between us and the Heavenly Father, the Gentiles and the Heavenly Father as well, because they weren't even keeping the customs, right? Them even more, right? So we're coming back to Yahweh. So what do we have to do? We have to believe on Yahweh Shai, man. That's part of the works of the Most High, is to believe on Yahweh Shai. And if you believe on Yahweh Shai, that means you're not going to turn back, no matter, right? When you turn back, it means you really don't believe, man. Okay? You really don't believe. You never, your faith was always weak. Okay? It barely existed. Your faith got to be increasing as the time goes. You know? What was one of the main things that Yahweh Shai said, man? He kept saying, what? O ye of little faith, O ye of little faith, man. He got angry with the disciples because their faith was small, man. Showing you how important the faith is, man. Okay?
This is Zechariah chapter 1, verse 2. The Lord hath been sore displeased with your fathers. Therefore say thou them, thus said the Lord of hosts, turn ye unto me, said the Lord of hosts, and I will turn unto you, said the Lord of hosts.
But why was he displeased with them? Because they lacked faith was the main reason. Because they kept murmuring. They're the food, they ain't no food. They give them the manna. We're gonna eat manna all day. What about the meat? What about lamb?
Let's go back to Egypt.
Huh?
Yeah.
Let's go back to Egypt. Yeah. The leaves.
Yeah.
You brought us here to die?
Yeah, come.
Right? So they were faithless, man. Even the whole manna, that was a thing of what? Of faith. Because the manna only lasted one day. It didn't last to the next day. You can't hoard that. You can hoard the manna. If you hoard the manna, what would happen? The stink would come up, the worms would be in it. It was made, Father made it like that on purpose. For what? To exercise faith, man.
Hey, what about all the fish? Right? Hey, that's why we don't have a lot of followers. We might look like we have a lot of followers, don't. But if we had power and we could give, like if we were given, and these people heard, yo, you never heard about them GMS Toronto or the GMS Montreal? Giving out free stuff. They're turning dirt into wine.
What?
There'd be beer people down here, man. But because we have nothing to give, they think we don't, even though we have the thing.
Yep.
We have the #1 treasure in the world, which is true. But they feel like nothing to give. Oh, that's all you guys have? Oh, it's just the Bible? All right, I'm out of here.
Paul said the Jews seek after a sign and seek after wisdom.
But if we're giving out iPhones, though, you know, every joint gets an iPhone. Holy.
Sure. Well, that's what these other camps are doing. They're coming with gimmicks.
Yeah, incentive.
Yeah.
You know? Here's your bonus welcome package.
Get a wife.
Yeah, go ahead. Verse 4. Be ye not as your fathers, unto whom the former prophets have cried, saying, thus said the Lord of hosts, turn ye now from your evil ways and from your evil doings. But they did not hear, nor hearken unto me, said the Lord. Your fathers, where are they? And the prophets, do they live forever? My words and my statutes that I command my servants, the prophets, did they not take hold of your fathers? And they returned and said, like as the Lord of hosts thought to do unto us our ways, and according to our doings, so has he dealt with us.
That's it. That's that judgment, man. Because what? They were faithless, man. They were faithless, and they kept doing wickedness, man. Right? So you just same thing today. What do you think is getting ready to happen to y'all, man? You want to say something?
It says all the unfaithful and the unfaithful.
That's right.
It says without faith it's impossible to please y'all. That's right. That's what the Lord is looking for.
Okay, this is Isaiah 10 and 21, KJV. It says, the remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power. For though thy people Israel, the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. The consumption decreed shall overflow with righteousness. In the NLT, verse 22, but though the people of Israel are as numerous as the sand of the seashore, only a remnant will return. The Lord Yahweh has rightly decided to destroy his people.
right? So that's a right move. Hey, that's why these IUIC, they're linking up with NOI. Talking about stop the black on black crime and the hate and the violence. But the violence is of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai.
That's right.
So you're going up against the tide, man. That's the curse of the Lord, man. Right? That whole Jake on Jake crime, right? That's from Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai.
That's right.
You know, you're battling the Lord's angels, man.
We're here to curse them out.
Yeah.
We're not here to tell them stop. What the heck? How are you gonna stop a death angel? You crazy?
Zechariah 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. So like 2 parts of America, basically America is going to be totally wiped out after the fire, but the 2/3 are gonna burn, right? They're not going to be saved. So the Lord had to sacrifice, a great sacrifice on my people. But the Lord not dealing with the whole nation, so only dealing with 1/3.
Hey, just like that movie with Justin Timberlake all the time. You people are almost out of time, man. This world, you're that's why when you see that time, they have that time where they're like world debt. You people are almost out of time, man. Because you can't pay that, man. You see, how much individual person owes, man. You people are almost out of time, man. All the games are done, man.
And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined. And I will try them as gold tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. And I will say, it is my people. They shall say, the Lord is my God. So the Lord is going to try the elect. Right? Because there's going to be all chaos in the world, man. There's going to be earthquakes, floods, fires. Right? And there's going to be a lot of chaos, man. Right? Because it's a new world order. And they're almost to their, they're almost
twos. You know, some brothers came into this truth. You weren't circumcised. You know, you got circumcised. You were able to cry him, but you can't cry to him with the seed. Right?
You're in the sunken place.
You're done. Yeah. You're done.
Daniel 12 and 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince.
You know, this gate or the open for people who are, you guys are practicing alternative lifestyles. If you stop practicing your wicked lifestyle, homosexuality, what it is, the Most High could accept you if you're of the elect. But if you take the micro C, there is no acceptance for that, man. No acceptance, none.
That time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, will stand up, the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. That time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book.
Hey, and that great day, we just speculate. Like my speculation, what I always tell brothers, I think it's going to be a financial collapse because the money is worthless. The Canadian dollar, the American dollar, they're all worthless. It's all fiat currency. But brothers could think it's something else because they could come with some zombie apocalypse. Who knows?
Well, really, we speculate it'll be poly prices.
Exactly.
You know, it might be an EMP trigger, and then people go crazy.
That's right.
Eat each other pretty much.
They have different in their arsenal they can use. They have all kind of things, and we just gotta wait to see.
Yeah, just to see.
And then we must never forget the plans of Yahweh Shemel Shai.
That's right.
There's going to be a real smoke. You know, darkness, man. Apparition, spirits. Never forget Leviathan, bro.
That's right. That's right.
The picture that you posted the other day.
That thing, man.
Hey, look.
Yo.
The picture.
When I came in the truth, I was already researching. I was researching cryptozoology, what Esau calls cryptozoology. Hidden animals that are not technically, you know, like they'll say, well, we don't know if it really exists.
Right.
But yo, when Leviathan, man, when that shit comes out, yo.
You seen the video?
Yeah.
You seen the video?
Yeah.
Who shared it? I know it's a brother. Yeah, but there's a brother who made it, right? I shared it, but yeah, it was a brother who made it. That's
right between South America and Antarctica.
Yes.
Antarctica, yeah.
Bro, you imagine that?
Terrifying.
And to me,
Terrifying.
I need to see Leviathan that big. To me, it wouldn't be satisfying if
It's
he
not
just
gonna be. Hey, it's not gonna be like a Godzilla. Man.
That's what I'm saying. Even that's not satisfying enough to see. I need to see. Whatever he is, it's the Lord's creation. But I believe it's gonna be like, you know what I mean?
Hey, but maybe that's why they have that part of the world or the earth on lock.
Yeah.
On military.
Can't explore.
Can't explore, can't do nothing.
Yeah.
Things disappear.
Can't
though.
fly
That's
there,
the-
yeah.
disappear on that side. Isn't that the Bermuda Triangle? I think it's supposed to be. Where's the Bermuda Triangle?
Bermuda.
No, the Bermuda is somewhere else.
It's somewhere else.
That's Caribbean. That's
Yeah, that's Caribbean.
Yeah.
That's the opposite.
Yeah.
From whence that things disappear here too.
Yeah.
But it makes sense too, because that would be perfect balance.
And the thing is, Leviathan is an ancient human creature, intelligent. But you got other creatures, man. You have all kinds of creatures.
Yeah, get it. The thing about it is that Leviathan rules the sea. Just like we rule the earth. Leviathan rules the sea. You understand what I'm saying? He's the top creature in the sea. You know what I mean? So he got to be on a high intelligence. And how they were breaking it down was based on this dormant, structure, whatever you want to call it, this face imprint is there. But that's how reptiles are. Right?
Hibernate.
Yes.
Right. They can stay for a long time.
Hibernated, yeah.
They don't eat.
So that head. You see how big that head was?
Yeah.
Can you imagine the fucking backlash?
What?
That's satisfying. Easy. Whole countries. Understand?
And his skin is penetrable.
Yeah.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 11 and 17. For that almighty hand that made the world of matter without form, wanted not means to send a multitude of bears or fierce lions or unknown wild beasts, full of rage, newly created, breathing out either fiery vapor or filthy scents or scattered smoke or shooting horrible sparks out of their eyes.
Right, so Leviathan's not the only one that has those mythical creatures, quote unquote, powers, man. You got beasts that shoot out sparks and fire and different things that are not Leviathan, that are,
Whenever you go into the medieval age, you'll always see photography, right? Maps of the sea, and you'll see serpents in the water. You'll have legends of St. George the Dragon Slayer, dragons, serpents breathing on fire. And what's that all about? People are just on drugs, cocaine and shit,
Exactly.
taking ayahuasca and
But the thing that proves that it's true is that why is it in all these different same design, the same look, the wings, it's got to be something to it.
Among different groups of people.
Right.
So they're all just agreeing.
And the Lord, he controls all those creatures. Right. So he'll let you people come and proud and say, you guys are crazy. Those things don't exist. Like he'll withdraw certain secrets, man. Right? There's a lot of secrets that the Lord keeps. And so the last day he'll say, okay, here you go. All your shit talk, here you go.
Behemoth, right? There's people who've seen like the long neck type. They've seen it in certain parts. I don't remember if it was the Amazon, but they all had that same.
The Amazon and the Congo.
It was the Congo,
Because nobody can go in there. Nobody can explore. The French tried to go in there. To get through there, they said there's all kinds of hornets and things that fly at you. There's flying snakes.
They say certain ants can kill you there.
Yeah.
They said there's that spit venom 40 feet.
God.
You might be across the street, spit venom at
God.
you. You can't go through
Those
there.
mosquitoes.
And those native people there, they tell you, look, there's creatures around.
Yeah, they don't mess with.
They don't fuck around.
Yeah.
We don't go here, we don't go.
Yeah, God.
There's deep, thick, remember, Congo is deep, thick bush.
Yeah.
A lot of dense.
Yep.
So the Lord reserved a lot of creatures, man. Right. Esau's not all wild National Geographic everywhere, man.
Hey, remember when you go to certain forests, they have underground stuff.
Yep.
Like certain things that underground that you don't even know how deep it goes or how far it goes.
They said that the Antarctica, a lot of it's melting, and they're finding out there's rivers under, there's ancient rivers, there's tunnels and all kinds of things. So
Well, they showed the ice breaking in Antarctica, and it was a creature that was breaking. You couldn't even see what the fuck it was. It was like that was what was making the ice break. It wasn't no global warming. You know. But what I was saying, what was I saying about the behemoth? It says that it dwells where there's 1,000 hills. So dwelling in a place that is just, you know, in this forest, 1,000 hills. What place is that?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's hidden in a place in the Yabba Shemel for Africa.
I never seen a place with 1,000 hills.
This is 2 Kings 6 and 49. Sort of 48 GNT. At your command, the still and lifeless water brought forth living creatures, so that the nations might proclaim your wonderful works. Then you singled out of the living creatures. You named one of them Behemoth and the other Leviathan. You separated them from each other because the sea wasn't big enough to hold them both.
Damn.
You let Behemoth live on a part of the land.
Hold on, these are some huge creatures, man. So when you're dealing with a, you might see some, you know, some big Leviathan. It might be able to destroy a sea. That might just be a baby. That'd be a baby. That just, you know. Go ahead, man.
It says, you let Behemoth live on a part of the land that you dried up on the third nation. It is a land of 1,000 mountains.
1,000 mountains. We don't know where that is, man.
But it's not on none of our maps.
It's not on our map. I don't know about no 1,000 mountains. Right?
That would be a attraction place.
Yeah.
That would be a place of attraction. Yeah, that would be a wonder of the world. The heck? 1,000 mountains.
Verse 52. You let Leviathan live in the sea. You kept them both alive, so that your chosen people may feast on them at the time you choose. This is the GNT.
Way off that. Which?
6 and 52. But unto Leviathan the seventh part, namely the moist, and has kept him to be devoured, of whom thou wilt and when. So he's under command from Yahweh Shemel Shai. He's chilling. He might be, remember, it's a dragon serpent that's a reptile, right? They hibernate. You know, they hibernate. But at the same time, remember, snakes, how do they hibernate? They hibernate like a bear? No. They don't. They find a place, but they don't sleep. They don't stand still. They're actually moving. Keep it. You know, they don't like that. They're actually moving and wiggling around. Okay. The same thing with Leviathan. He might be chilling.
Right. But like alligators and stuff, they eat, I think, like once a year, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, we could. I'm not trying to have my phones on there, but I think alligators only eat once a year, man. You know, so that show you them reptiles, man. They don't be eating too often, man. They come out when they come out. Leviathan is much greater than an alligator.
And they said, yeah, alligators do not require as much food as we do. A large alligator may eat only once or twice a week.
Okay, Salaki. I thought it was Salaki. There's
Still,
yeah, there's something. Okay. How long the serpents? How long can the serpents? I'm gonna be digest too.
Take a while.
That's longer than what I thought. Maybe I'm thinking crocodile. Maybe crocodile is different than
This is Ecclesiasticus 9 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance. In their fury, lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath that made him. Fire and hail and famine and death, all those were created for vengeance. Keep a wild beast, scorpions and serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandments. They shall be ready upon earth when he did, and when their time is come, shall not transgress his word. So the Lord has all kind of things, man, all kind of creation that's going to come up.
So I just want to say this. It said that the alligator, it can survive, it can go 2 to 3 years without. It can go.
They said a crocodile 3 years. Crocodiles preserve their energy by staying motionless.
That's fasting. That's fast.
Long intermittent.
But that's what that creature's doing there. It's not moving, right? Maybe it's in that state.
Flies can do that as well. Flies can, like, I forgot what it's called, but they put their body in something to where they can activate themselves back. I guess they're able to slow their heart rate so low, they may seem dead, but they're not really dead. And then they activate again.
That's why they never die.
Go ahead.
About regular flies? Oh yeah, regular flies. I come from my house. Yeah.
Psalms 104, verse 24. O Lord Yahweh, how manifold are thy works, and wisdom hast made them all. The earth is full of thy riches. So is this great and wide sea, wherein are things creeping, both small and great beasts. There go the ships. There is that Leviathan, whom thou hast made to play therein. These wait all upon thee, that thou mayest give them their meat in season.
Read that in the NLT, right? Verse 25, Psalms 104, NLT, it says, here is the ocean vast and wide, teeming with every kind, both large and small. Right? So, point, you got all kinds of different creatures. The Leviathan's that God mode, man. You know? That's that vengeful. Go ahead.
Psalm 147, and I start at 4. He telleth the number of the stars, he called them all by their name. Great is our Lord, and of great power, his understanding is infinite.
Read that again.
Psalm 147, and I start at 4. He telleth the number of the stars, he called them all by their names. Great is our Lord, and of great power is understanding.
Yeah, speaking of the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh, he's created a great beast. Okay, one of them is, of course, Leviathan. How would you say?
Hold on one second. Right for Leviathan in Psalms, it says the identification of Leviathan is disputed, ranging from an earthly creature to a mythical sea monster in ancient literature. So that's other people, you know, other cultures that verify this.
It's verified.
They showed it in the Vikings.
Yeah, because we have the Loch, we call it the Loch Ness Monster. Now you call it Godzilla. There's different names, right? Because I know the Asian, I think they call it that. I can't remember. There's a name that they call it. There's different names for creature.
But you know what's deep too is when you look at that book, man. There's a particular book, man. I don't know if it's medieval times. It's one of them ancient books that has a map on it. Brother showed it in the video. It has a map on it. It has the oceans, right? And it has the map. And then by right where that face structure is, there's a sea serpent showing you that gives credence to. Wait a minute, what did they say? Why is this ancient map showing a sea serpent in that thing? Where that face is at? Exactly. Right? I mean, man, when the Lord, that's this type, when the Lord lets certain things, these beasts
Go out.
man,
Yeah.
it's going to be terrible for these people. Man. You know? Yeah, bring it out. This is a couple names. They have sea serpents, kraken, hydra, oarfish, giant squid, mythical beast, monster, enigmatic being. You know it's not no squid because it's, you know, it says it has scales. Yeah, it said it has scales. That was the point. Yeah, the rest of the names are dumb. Right. Esau's a brother.
In Wikipedia, they say the Leviathan is a sea serpent demon. Noted in theology and mythology.
So remember that the Chinese and the Japanese, they have that their whole what do you call them? They're like horses, they're like in their astrology and stuff.
That's right.
They're dragon, you know. So that stuff is real.
Yeah, bring it out.
This is Revelation 19 and verse 17. When I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he was with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven, come gather yourself together unto the supper of the great power, Yahweh.
And that goes for Leviathan too, right? Right? That goes for all the creatures. All We're gonna have a feast, man. It's gonna be a great day for those creatures, man.
Right.
A lot of protein, man.
Verse 18, that ye may eat the flesh of kings, and the flesh of captains, and the flesh of and the flesh of horses, and of them that sit on them.
Hey, why do you think those beasts to rest for so long?
Yeah.
Because they wait on days like this.
Yeah.
There's great days, man. There's days where those beasts clean up.
Yeah.
It says, and of them that sit on them, and the flesh of all men, both free and bond, both small and great.
One events that's getting ready to come is, you know, that Leviathan be used is when the elites go into the water bunkers. Man. He said that when they go down here, man. Bring it up.
Okay, verse 21, and the slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse, which sword proceeded out of his mouth, and all the fowls were filled with their flesh. This is the book of Amos, chapter 9 and 1. I'll start at 2. It says, though they dig into hell, then shall mine hand them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence, and from my sight in the bottom of the sea. Thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite.
Who's the serpent? Leviathan. So even though they go into the bottom of the sea, when they have their bunkers underwater, they think they're safe. Leviathan's gonna have look with that eye looking in the world, just like the dinosaur movie, one eye blinking and right? But guess what? He's gonna be able to destroy your bunker. Right? Just like exactly. That's exactly it, man.
Damn.
You know? Exactly. That's exactly. He's gonna be looking in the bunker windows.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's an eye.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
That's terrifying. And then Esau's gonna be in a submarine.
Yeah.
Battle post.
Oh.
Battle post.
This is Job 25 and 2. Dominion and fear are with him. He maketh peace in his high places. Is there any number of his armies? And upon whom doth not his light arise?
That's beautiful. Is there any? The Lord has all kind of armies. Armies is not just the Israelites, the angels. He got the Israelites. He got the angels. He got the bees. He got the Leviathan, the Leviathans, rats, birds,
Mosquitoes. What are people gonna do if swarms of mosquitoes just start biting them, man?
Right.
Like, yo, God can do whatever he wants to do.
That's right. Go ahead.
Hey, there's a movie, I don't know if you guys remember back in the day.
Yeah.
That movie scared the shit out of me.
When we were young, we had all the different phobia movies. Remember, like arachnophobia, all the kind of mad movies.
You guys ever watch the movie Congo? When the gorillas was going mad?
No,
Oh, that was crazy, bro. That was crazy. Gorillas was mad. That's a crazy movie. But it was a little scary because the gorillas was killing people. Gorillas are strong, bro. They were hunting the people.
No, I never seen that. That was time.
We can't watch that movie. My cousin's back. So,
This brother has something.
oh, okay, fine.
You have something?
Joel 2 and 25. And I will restore to you the years that the locust hath eaten, the cankerworm and the caterpillar worm, my great army which I sent among you.
So to eat up your crops, right? Because he's gonna come to you in different ways, man. Right? He's gonna come to you.
Yeah, it's like the Fargo from the first season. You had the locusts in the grocery
store, and he bugged out. The flex of Egypt. And he knew. He's just like, oh shit. I knew this thing was Hey, because they have a lot of biblical references.
I'm gonna take a look at that. I never
The TV show?
I like to find a good TV show.
Oh my God.
Have some substance. Crazy. You guys should watch Kingdom too. Kingdom is good. I think you would like that too.
Didn't we watch that already?
No, Koreans.
Oh, then no, I never saw that then.
So it's good. The place they had a particular parasite that was people brain turning into zombies. But it was I just like the way it ended. We'll talk about that.
Go ahead, got different flags on movie or so? Some bad locusts, you know? Yeah, imagine a locust everywhere. You're walking around.
Oh my God.
You know?
Oh, you're gonna give up the spear, bro. That was it, buddy? Okay, what?
Okay, this is the book of 2nd Ezra 15 and verse. It says here, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before. I will destroy the land thereof.
Yeah, even boils.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
It's boils.
Yeah.
Something as simple as that, man. Look how the Most High took us down during the Dark Ages.
Yeah, that's right.
That was crazy, man.
Yep, yep. That was 66% of.
Exactly. Yeah, that's right, man. Yeah, the Black Plague was no joke. And Esau has that now. In the CDC.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has that. Yeah. What does he need that for? Devil, man. This guy's a, what is this guy doing, man? Devil. This guy was, hey, man, but these things are going to be released.
And the poisonous serpents in the wilderness.
Mm-hmm.
The fiery serpents. You know? Most High Jack, you know? Yeah. The Most High creating where he swallowed up Israel. Israelites. You know? He said that's a new thing. That's a new judgment. You don't think there's going to be new judgments that are going to come here?
We're coming to the finale of the judgment. We're coming to the end of this thing.
The word is far out, man.
Hey, remember the C-19 shut-in?
Oh, yeah.
You don't have it. Yeah, man. So yeah, so it's about, and hey, they still got that in them. So when they exactly, they see that turn these people into, you know, ZOMBIs.
These people are walking biological experiments.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Go ahead.
You better have something.
Our precept, it's Genesis 1 and started at 10 in the evening and the morning were the fourth day. And the powers said, let the water be, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature, right, which is the actual people, right? That have life, fowl that may fly above the earth, firmly at the heaven. And the powers created great whales and every living creature that moved, which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind. Every fowl after his kind. And the powers saw that it was good. So that's what's going to happen. Because the elect is going to get spiritual power. They're going to have dominion over every creature, right? Every whale, any creature, right? Including including these other nations. Right? So it's going to go back into the days of the sons of God again.
Right. Hey, just like that TV show, even though it's wicked, the House of Dragons, only a special people can ride the dragons, right?
Yeah.
Anybody else try to touch the dragon will kill you.
Even Avatar, they
Yeah,
show
you can't go near it.
Yeah.
I think in Avatar, like they show you.
Yeah, can't. Yeah.
Avatar was
Yes.
right, exactly. And you know what? On a low level, we're gonna have that power coming into this time before the kingdom, because you know when these beasts attack these people, they ain't gonna attack us. Like Daniel, when the lion's dead, if we see a pack of wolves, the wolves gonna look at you, pretty much might nod at you, might nod at you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like they know through the spirit that they can't attack you, right?
I had a dream like that when I first came into church. Where I was walking through a field and there was pretty much like a lion came up and I was standing in front of it and they pretty much went down on me and I walked around it. What do you see? A dream.
Oh yeah, the dream. Okay.
That goes into quick precept, Job 5:21. It says, I'll read it in the NLT.
Hey, and not to say we have that power now, we don't, but one time at camp, a few years ago, a guy tried to sick his dog at us.
A pit bull.
Yeah, and the dog was like, no,
He took the muzzle off.
Yeah.
It had a muzzle.
Yeah.
And it started cowering.
Yeah, the dog started cowering, the tail between his legs.
Started whimpering.
Yeah, man. That was amazing, bro.
Yeah, I remember that.
Job 5:22, you will
But
laugh.
the animals are very spiritual, right?
Yes.
Like cats, dogs, like they see things that we can't see with our eyes.
Right.
So I remember when I was younger, I would see certain shadow people and shit, like serious shit. Right? So like when the elect gets that power, like we're gonna be activated. Right. The Lord.
It says, Job 5:22, you will laugh at destruction and famine. Wild animals will not terrify you.
Right.
You will be at peace with the stones of the field, and its wild animals will be at peace with you.
Hey, and you know Jake, even me. That's why Jake don't go into the woods. We don't go into the woods because creatures, man. But the Most High is going to give us that spirit to where we're okay.
Have to,
Yeah, I was watching a video, this Siberian tiger.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right? You got the Siberian tiger. You had this Russian guy who was hunting it, and he shot it. But he maimed it.
Yes.
And he ran away, and the tiger hunted him. Smelled him,
yeah.
and he hunted him. He went to his cabin, but the guy wasn't home. And when he went to the cabin, he destroyed everything, and then he just sat there waiting for the guy. When the guy came back, he killed the guy.
Damn, bro. He had beef with the guy.
Literally got beef with the
Yeah,
animal.
beef.
Yeah,
He didn't even eat him, I believe.
No,
I believe
he
it is
tore him
killed.
up. Yeah, tore him up. Yeah,
Don't you remember Elephant did that to a lady?
Yes, yes.
And then went to the funeral after?
Yeah.
Fucked up the funeral?
yeah.
Went to the funeral and fucked up the funeral.
The memory that they have. Yes.
Elephant got good memory.
Yeah, they do.
Very good. And it's a video I seen a guy playing piano and the elephant's there vibing, just listen to the piano.
Yep.
Those animals are smart.
Yeah.
They dance.
Jaffa worships.
Hey, and Esau, he tortures animals, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Edomites.
Yeah.
They torture animals. Like different Jeffrey
We
Dahmers
just
and
had
people
one
like
in,
that.
what was it, Scarborough or the guy mutilating cats?
Yeah, con.
The Edomite.
Yeah, that's a
They're
serial
looking for a boy.
killer.
They're looking for a
And that's
boy.
a serial killer.
Like Michael Myers.
Yeah,
Right?
like
Michael Myers, when he was
Jeffrey
young,
Dahmer. Yeah,
He was cutting up cats. And
That's what
shit.
they do.
And
Yeah.
That's a sign of a psychopath.
a psychopath. That's right.
That's what he likes to do. The next stage is human.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
Well, there was a bunch of Edomite so-called white girls that were doing that years ago. They were stapling cats to the wall.
Damn.
Like putting like the what's those guns? You know those
BB
nails?
guns?
Those nails.
BB
No,
guns?
nails.
Oh,
Nails.
shit.
Put those guns. They would put different little pets. And people were getting pissed.
Wow.
Hey, for you guys that like to separate the white man and the white woman, the white woman's a devil too. Right?
Absolutely. You can't forget it. But they say that, but then they're in an uproar with Levi. Oh,
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you get on them for years?
Yeah, the white bitches there reading. This is not the Springfield I knew.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want to go back.
Oh,
I have friends moving away.
yeah.
I'm illegal
I
alien.
gotta show you that interview. I didn't show you guys. Oh, well, I did it in the video. I gotta send the interview to you guys. You guys are gonna crack up, man. Esau is so cool and mad. He's angry, man.
Yeah.
But the Levite was waving at him.
It's gonna be a
Wave
race
at him.
war.
They don't wave at me, you fucking sad bitch.
Yo,
And he did that in the interview. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
he
blurted
was
it out,
angry.
right? Blurted it out.
Yeah, they blurted it out.
I see now.
Yeah, sad, but don't wave at me. It's sad, man. You know, they Levi should be a good neighbor, a Ned Flanders spirit, right? Esau's not having it, man. Esau's getting ready to lose it. See, Jake doesn't see that. Jake see these Jakes walking around. They don't understand this devil that you see walking by you, maybe nodding and give you that fake smile. He's getting ready to turn into savage mode.
Exactly. They wanted to ship asylum seekers to New Brunswick, and New Brunswick, the premier's like, no, we don't want them. We don't want them
We
there.
don't want them here.
That's all Esau, New Brunswick.
When I saw Esau, when I go to the grocery store, right? Like Esau barely has shit in his car, right? Like Esau is catching hell.
Yeah, he's losing his jobs, everything.
Yeah.
This is Proverbs 11 and 21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. So we're in that time where that whole fake, that's everybody loving each
United,
other.
yep.
That's all fake, man. Yeah, con.
Because behind your back anyway, Jakes, they talk shit about you.
That's right.
So-called blacks, Latinos, and Asians.
That's right, man.
They talk shit about you, man. And then you'll find out by another Edomite that may be a Jake.
There was a Jake from America played basketball. I believe he played college ball, and he went to Mississauga party, and he ended up dead.
Yes.
that was that
He ended
couple
up
weeks
dead.
ago.
Yes. He went to
He
a
was
party
at a
with all
pool party,
Edomites.
and,
Yes.
they said, oh, he drowned. But
Exactly.
then when
Oh.
they found him, there's a bunch of bruising, there's a bunch of strength, you know,
Yes.
a bunch of shit.
Yes.
And the police deemed it, yeah, the nigga drowned.
Nothing happened. And it was all rich Edomites.
Yeah.
God.
I think also like North Carolina, Jay got lynched. I think he was a truck driver and he got lynched. Right? So also like Esau showing his true colors, right? This is Isaiah 13 and 14. And shall be as a chased robe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up.
But Esau thinks it's going to be easy. The way Esau looks at it, oh, you guys will never win a race war. Esau doesn't understand the Lord of the Heavenly Father is going to turn up the spirit in these jakes. It's not going to be the same jakes you knew that was, at
Different
your work
generation.
trying to fit in. It's going to be a different vibe. The Lord's going to put a different spirit in
Because
them.
these little 14, 15-year-old are murdering people in Toronto.
No, they're murderers. Bro.
Yeah.
But what they don't understand too, the jakes that are gonna die are meant to die. So you don't think we're mourning for them?
And Esau doesn't understand. Well, maybe he does understand, but he's divided as ever. He's
Yes.
going to be fighting other Edomites. You're going to have the conservative Edomites fighting the liberal Edomites, trying to fight with Jake.
You're going to have Indians. You're going to have the Punjabis.
But then you got Jake gonna come together too. Jake, the last tribe, all the tribes are
That's
gonna
right.
come together.
That's right.
So they're gonna start saying, you know what? And that's what happens with Jake anyway. After a certain period of time, Jake seemed to, start.
Well,
to
Jake
get
said that in Chicago. They said, look, the Venezuelans are just trying to survive.
Right.
They're not shooting up no O block. Right. They're not shooting off guns. They're not taking over any complexes.
Right.
You know, so they're
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
they're
for sure.
just-
He said that. Well, I had this Sri Lankan dude I know in the world, and he was like, yeah, you know, if the blacks and the whites have a conflict, I'll join the side of the blacks. So you got them, the Israelite foreigners, and he just said out of nowhere. We're talking about that. He just said that out of nowhere.
Spirit rushed in.
So the Israelite foreigners, they're going to join. A lot of them are going to join too. You know?
Hey, but that's what it says in Obadiah, because it says the people that have made league with thee, they're no longer going to fuck with Esau, man. Everybody's going to turn their back on Esau.
Yeah. And there shall be.
That's like the scripture said, thou art greatly despised.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
That was what made small among the heathen.
And there shall be as a chased robe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up.
And every man.
Brother, I seen a video. It's a lot, guys. You know, I seen a video when I was younger, first coming to high school. Jake got shot 100 times. This is what I'm trying to say. Jake got
Sean
shot.
Bell?
Sean Bell? New York?
Yeah,
Maybe
100 shots.
in the car, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't even in the car, but it was one that we was outside. I don't know if he got out
I
the
think
car.
that 100-shot Bell.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, and he
Sean
was
Bell.
going like this and trying to block. Shooting it like mosquitoes or something.
Yeah, Sean Bell.
100 shots. Why? Because the Heavenly Father kept the spirit in him. And he was still fighting them out. And the Edomites with the gut were terrified. Right? So what happens when the Lord puts that type of spirit in all of these Jakes? All these so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, where they're turned up on another level. Huh? They're turned up on a level where you're shooting at them and they're not even dressed. They're
Esau
running
is showing us.
towards
Yeah.
the still.
Esau showing us in these movies, like the Supercell that came out, you know. It's like that's when that actual happened, right? And it shall be as a chased road and a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own land.
Yeah, that's when they realize Babylon is stupid, right? They're realizing that now, man.
Elam's coming here, saying, no, we
Yep.
don't. You don't want to come here.
Yep.
This is not the place to
And Justin Trudeau is revoking a lot of their things now too.
They want to deport him back.
Yeah,
Their
deport them
visa,
back.
but he's gonna give them the visa again, supposedly.
And Ham is saying the same thing. Yeah, I seen an interview with Ham. I think he was in Montreal or something like that. He said, no, you don't need to come here. The cost is too high. You know, you're better off if you have a good situation.
Yeah, where you are.
Stay where you're at. Uganda. I don't remember where he was from.
The ones from Uganda are here too. They're fleeing skill persecution.
Yeah.
You did?
I can be who I want to be here.
Yeah.
I'm free. Fish fly.
Were those the ones that were sleeping on the street? During winter.
Them.
Fish fly.
Yeah.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust through. Everyone that is drawn unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes, and their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. That's gonna happen.
What?
Like civil war, like race war, right?
Civil war, race war, class war, hunger war, famine war, all war.
Welcome back.
This is Isaiah 19 and 17. And the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid of themselves because of the counsel of the Lord of hosts, which he hath determined against them.
That's right. That's right, man.
Judah's it, man. When Judah gets riled up,
Yeah, that's right.
Judah's alive, man.
That's right. That's right.
No?
Judah likes to burn shit down.
Yeah.
Esau ain't the only one with guns, man. He's with guns. Listen, you're not the only one with guns, man.
They have the Haitian that have the machetes, right?
Yeah.
Like in Springfield, Ohio, right?
Yeah, like when you watch
They're cutting the grass with the machete.
when you watch the LA riots, right, with Jake. Hey, Jake was getting down, man. The Edomites were stopping. Jake was opening the door.
Yep.
Punching him.
Yep.
You know, the Jake threw the rocket. The Edomite bitch and hit her head. He's like,
said,
He's like, He's like, jump, man. You know? Got him, man. You know?
Well, the Lord put spirits on Jake from time to time. Them different riots, them different slave revolts, man. Well, look
Yeah, a
at
lot of
Levi.
them.
Look what Levi.
I hear about him, yeah.
Levi had to chase Esau. You understand what I'm saying? So that was a
Skin their
spirit
ass
on them.
alive.
Yeah, the saying of Kupetet Bulikai, cut the head.
So what if Jake says, you know what, let's do remember what the Haitians did? Let's maybe we need to get to the left, maybe we need to get to witchcraft so we can come up after these devils. Right? Maybe, what if Jake does that? Then what are you devils gonna do, man? More?
Genesis 49:19. God, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last.
Right. Matter of fact, read Levi and Simeon. Okay. So you playing with the tribes. See, the tribes are in a GMO state right now. So when the Lord, takes that, puts a different spirit in them, that ancient spirit in them, you don't know what you're in.
You're into that magic, man.
Go ahead, bro.
Number 5. Genesis 49 and number 5. Simeon and Levi are brethren. Instrument of
That's the so-called Haitians and Levites and the so-called Dominicans, the Simeonites. Go ahead.
Simeon and Levi are brethren. Instrument of cruelty are in their habitation.
Well, we seen that video. See how the Lord could put a different spirit on Jake? We seen that video with them Simeonites with the machetes, and they were running at each other with the machetes. You have to have a warrior. You have to have a spirit of a warrior spirit on you. Period. Okay? They ran to full speed and said, if I die, I'm gonna swing. The man chopped off the man's arm. The man went and picked up his arm. Esau's not ready. He ain't never seen nothing like that, man.
Let me read that in the NLT. I'll read verse 6 as well, but this is Genesis 49 and 5. Simeon and Levi are two of a kind. Their weapons are instruments of violence. May I never join in their meetings. May I never be a party to their plans. For in their anger they murdered men and they crippled oxen just for sport.
So those Dominicans like to chop up people here in, I believe that's New York or whatever. Instead of shooting, like they're at a chop.
What's that one gunman paid in full? What's the one gun? Alpo? Crazy ass Simeonites, man. Crazy ass Levites, crazy ass Simeonites, man. You know? You already know how Benjamin can get down. You already know how Judah can get down, man. These other tribes, man. Issachar, oh my goodness. The cruelty that Issachar is doing in Mexico, man. To their, oh my goodness. See?
And their music, they'll be playing that music, what do they call that? Mariachi.
Yeah.
And it sounds all good, but he's talking about, cut off his head, shot him in the head. But it sounds like,
The rhythm.
Spanish, the rhythm.
Yeah, the rhythm. Yeah.
Yeah, remember Breaking Bad? Yo, Breaking Bad, they had
Yeah.
that whole video,
Exactly.
and that was a cartel theme
Yeah.
song.
And it was just about death.
Death, man,
Yeah.
death.
That was about death. Every
Those twins?
every
One of those twins in Breaking
oh yeah, every what do they call them? What do they call boss? Hefe.
Hefe, yeah,
Every
yeah.
Hefe has
Yeah.
one.
Yes,
has a
yes.
song for him.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
Hefes
do.
have a song for them.
Yeah.
But what about the Colombian necktie? That's some Jake shit, you know. So,
Now the leg, huh?
yeah, now the leg, huh?
Brother-in-law?
Yeah, bring it up.
Micah 5 and 7.
Oh, you know
And the
what?
remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people, as a Jew from the Lord Yahweh,
Maybe it's
as the
dying.
showers upon the grass, that tarrieth not for man, nor waiteth for the sons of men.
And that means they're going to swarm. Just like the brothers are
Maybe it's
mentioning.
dying this
When
one?
Jakes come together, they're
Let me
swarm.
use mine.
Right? That's why they had to put up certain signs in all these different metropolises that said no loitering, right? Or they would ban certain guys from even going back to their neighborhoods. You know why? When Jake swarmed, it looked scary, man. You see a group of niggas just walking down, people get scared, man.
Go ahead. This is sidewalk.
So they're gonna be like a dude. Go ahead.
And the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles, in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest, as a young lion among the flocks of sheep, who, if he go through, both treadeth down and teareth in pieces, and none can deliver.
Yeah, when you got them open carry states and shit, Jake got guns too. He's not as the only one with guns. Jake don't have guns. Who was the murder captain? Yeah, right? So all them Jakes was out of guns. All them Jakes over there have big AR-15s or whatever they were holding. All of them. Why? Oh, it's an open carry state. So what do you think, man? There's gonna be a serious bloodbath. I'm saying, I say nation shall rise against nation. Get very gruesome, man. You know what I'm saying?
Verse 9.
Yeah, there's a guy in LA, Monster Cody.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, this dude, he caught his ops, right? He beat him down and then chopped off both his arms with a machete, man. Yeah, back in the, I think, 80s. You know? Jake is wicked, man. You know, it's cool.
Cool.
So when that coolness turns to Edomites,
You're done. You're done.
That's right. That's right.
Like like Esau was, he loves to cry, man. I can't wait, man. You hear them cry.
Yeah, he's a bitch.
You hear their ass cry.
He's a bitch.
Look at the average Edomite. What can the average Edomite do to the average Jew?
Yeah, come on.
Some weakling, some feminine.
Yeah.
Looks like they be drinking water. You know?
I apologize for my ancestors. I'm sorry.
High pitched voice. Don't be too real.
Verse 9. Thine hand shall be lifted up upon thine adversaries, and all thine enemies shall be cut off.
Yep, that's it. Who's the enemies of Israel? All the other nations, man. Right? So they're getting ready to get cut off.
Go ahead.
Man.
Go ahead.
You know, they're getting ready to get cut off.
yeah, you had another Jake in LA back in. They said that this dude, he would drive by, he'd be listening to Billy Ocean or Shalimar. Killing Jake, yo, but just cruising. Yeah. You know? Oh, Jake.
This is Jeremiah 51 and 30. The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holes. Their might hath failed. They became as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken.
I know that the average Edomite right now is strung out on fentanyl and shit.
Yep, exactly.
Yep.
ODing. So they're weak right now, man. As a nation.
That's how they are.
Yeah,
That's the average Edomite.
Yeah, that's average.
Yeah, you know? I don't know. Fucked up. But that's your luck.
That's right.
You know? Hey, you had the time, man. The time when you heard about the gold rush, you were average Edomite. Gold rush. All right, let's go.
Yes.
Let's go. What did that mean? Clearing out Gaddis. You know? Oh, a bounty hunter? I can be a bounty hunter?
Yes.
I can earn more in a month than a whole year farming?
Yes.
Sign me up.
Yep.
Oh, I can earn 250 pounds from a scalp?
Yes.
Sign me up.
Sign me up.
That was like in the
Average.
in the early 1800s.
Average
man.
Edomites, man.
They murdered a lot of Jakes, man. By millions in California and all over.
Oh, now I got money for my store. I can open my store.
That's right. That's right.
Business owner.
That's right.
Average Edomites.
That's
man.
right. And the people who they were killing their lands.
Yep.
Oh, this is my land now. Oh, it's been in my family for generations. Oh, that's it. Yes. Come on. And look how much land that is.
That's a fucking.
Yo.
I don't know what to call it.
People like places like Babylon and stuff like that.
That's like a conservation area.
Yo,
It's like,
it is.
You know, like those
Yeah.
I was just saying places like Babylon and stuff like that. He's really outnumbered, man. Thinks he got it. He's really outnumbered, man. When it comes to Jake and stuff like that. So when they roll on him, man. A good example of that is including certain parts of Canada, different places. I mean, there's a lot of Jakes, man. I'll put it that way. A lot of Jakes here, a lot of Jakes in Montreal. There's a lot of Jakes, and the Ishmaelite Jakes, they're gonna join with. Because Ishmael gets treated like Jake, so the Ishmaelite Jakes, they're gonna join with Jake. You understand what I'm saying? So in the Latin tribes and whatever else. So an example of that is in South Africa. Man. They were taking back the farms, killing the farmers.
That's right.
Them Edomites was in fear, man. You understand? They came up against them, man.
They said you can't be here.
Right.
And
The White Town.
those before they start killing them, what they would do, those South Africans, they would just go into Edomite homes and not leave. Right? They would just take over. Yeah, this is mine now. There's a name for it, and then they start killing them.
Jake, hey man, when Jake gets there's a thing with the Aztecs when they would surround a city or a village, right? The night they would attack, right? In the night they had this thing they were blowing. It's like a flute, but it's a contraption, right? You know, the noise it would make, it sounded like a demon. Like they blow into it and be like, it's a demon.
Yeah.
And they'd surround and just do that the whole night to terrify the people. So pretty much they defeat their minds
Psychological
right
warfare.
before, so they're already like, yo, fuck it, man, fuck it. You didn't have lights, it was all dark.
Yes.
You heard that all night?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And because they're surrounding you, you don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah. Kind of jerk. I was thinking it. That's right.
This is Zechariah 9:13. When I have bent Judah for me, filled the bow with Ephraim, and raised up thy Zion against thy sons, O Greece, and made thee as the sword of a mighty man.
Right, so the Lord's going to unite Judah and Ephraim, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, against thy sons of Greece, which is referring to the Edomites, the so-called white people.
I got one. This is Habakkuk chapter 2. It says, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, the city, and of all that dwell therein. Woe to him that coveteth, and evil coveteth to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be evil.
Yeah. This man has made his empire to going into whether overtly or covertly, paying people, setting up coup d'etats, paying off rebels, indoctrinating people, taking their resources, putting them in debt.
And these are some weak people, man, who has all that power and destroying the world. So these people are going to get judgment. Like these people that are on high, right?
It says, I'll read it in NLT, verse 9. It says, what sorrow awaits you who build big houses with money gained dishonestly? Leave your wealth or buy security, putting your family's nest beyond the reach of danger. It says, thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber. Answer it. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and established a city by iniquity. And that was it.
Yeah, this whole civilization, empire has been built on iniquity, injustice.
there's no way around it.
And there's a judgment, man. There's a big judgment coming.
Yeah.
You don't just live and die.
Right.
And just do what you feel.
Yeah.
You got to, there's consequences. Man.
That's right.
There's an order to the planet.
That's right. But that's what the scripture says. He's broken the everlasting covenants.
Yeah.
Right. He took the landmarks of the ancient. James 2:13, for you shall have judgment without mercy, that have shown no mercy, and mercy against judgments.
Just like the Lord set up the boundaries of the nations. The Lord respects those boundaries. Right? Moab is going to get their land after 1,000 years. Elam, Ishmael, right? And Israel will rule. Those nations will have those landmarks. You know, there's an order, there's a balance, man.
Job 2. Some remove the landmarks. They violently take away flocks and feed thereof. They drive away the ass of the fatherless. They take the widow's ox for a pledge.
Yeah, so they stole this land. A lot of these towns and these cities that we live in, like a lot of them ancient. A lot of them are ancient landmarks. My brother sent me from they call the One World Criteria and stuff, and they basically they took a lot of land and they destroyed a lot of cities and towns. Nothing but criminals.
Exactly.
Sacred land.
Good point.
Yeah, he'll build like that old folklore of building a house development, houses on Indian burial ground. Right? That's what the movie Poltergeist was based on. Right? The guy mentioned it. He's like, you don't think this is a native burial ground, is it? Demons were popping up, right? And bothering the Edomites.
Remember that place in Scarborough that we went?
Yeah.
In Scarborough. A big mountain. Big mountain.
Hey, the brother Gabar made a good point. They killed all the buffalo. There's a state called Buffalo. Where's all the buffalo?
Yeah, there's a picture of a mountain
Bones.
of buffalo. Old mountain. Dead buffalo. You know, and they did that specifically. So Gad, because that's how Gad, the Plains Indians, that's how they lived. They hunted in, hunter-gatherer type.
And they kill a lot of jigs too. Like a lot of Judah and stuff. They murdered them by the millions.
There's a video I put up. Edomite was reading a journal from a slave master. The man said that they put him in. They put his molasses over his whole body, and they pretty much tied him up and just left him in the woods.
Holy fuck.
Mosquitoes and bugs and whatever the fuck else. And then they said they got laid to shit in the guy's mouth.
Holy fuck.
And piss in his mouth. You know what I'm saying? That shit's better get answered. You know? And that's just one little journal of a random Edomite.
No, we don't know what he said. And we don't know if that happened to a prophet. We don't know if that was one of us. We don't know. So all those things got to be answered for, man.
We don't know what exactly that dude in the islands.
No, not him.
Lynch. Willie.
No, he had. So how cool was he for
Yeah.
Buck breaking. That's a terrible.
Pay this guy back double, right? So everything that he's done, we got to calculate that in the spirit.
On the right hand side.
On the right hand side.
Yeah, it's not going to be clapping on the army. Right. Not going to do exactly. It's going to be terrible.
I was talking with the brothers, you know, feed them dirt. The dirt is not wrong. Dirt, you know. Have them work. Some dirt, slop, some massive rocks. Rocks, touch up the rocks, make sure they
Yeah.
clean it. Most of their teeth. The scripture says, thou shalt meditate daily, right?
That's what I was holding. The leaves are sick, man. They actually eat shit. They actually eat shit.
Salon. You see the movie Salon? You ever not the Italian one? You can't watch it.
Nah, go ahead.
I see the reviews.
I've seen enough. I've seen that scene. Girls trying to eat it. Turd, those fucking little turd, man. And that's a thing. That was a thing that they did in the book. Baal Pure. Pure. The man would actually shit in your mouth, man. You have to accept that as a sacrifice.
Hey, doesn't Eve goes overseas in the Middle East and gets shit all over?
Hey, Slacker, Slacker. That's how you know Baal Peor was the god of Moab, right?
Yes, I think it
Moab
was.
or Ammon. Go down here in Koreatown and you'll see a shit blob restaurant. It'll be a shit blob. And Moab is into that.
Yes.
They'll have, in China, they'll have shit shaped ice cream.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
All
They do.
kinds of shit.
They do.
That's how you know.
They
That's
do.
the spirit.
Yep.
That's the same spirit. Man. Two girls, one cup. Where did that come from?
That's right.
Where did that come from? Right? Why were we exposed to that as teenagers? Supposed to even think of that.
Yeah. Somebody showed me that. I remember like grade 9 or 10.
To let you know what these people are into. This world.
And that was what, the mid 2000s? Like that was going on, man. These are ancient times. You're telling me that these top people you look up to, this is what they do.
Yeah.
Good Shepherd, the man was pissing on them, and, they're in the movie. It was mud, but it was symbolized shit.
Exactly.
Right? They're wrestling in mud. They're supposed to be shit.
That's right.
Because the guy was pissing on them.
That's right.
Right? So it's shit and piss, man.
Those are the future rulers.
Future captains of industry, politicians,
Everything.
you know?
Yeah.
CIA.
You know those prestigious,
Yeah.
hello, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. And today's talk is about
Yeah.
TED Talk.
Yeah.
And that's why these women at the day are probably gonna catch a lot of hell, especially with the ones that are proud ones. Because you go overseas to get shit on your face, and you come back to your man at home. Oh,
You
fuck.
can't, if you speak, because they get paid a lot.
They get paid a lot.
Shit wherever he wants and shit.
Can't.
Even if he tells her to open her mouth, she has to
Yeah.
open her
That's
mouth.
what they
Yeah.
Yeah.
like 50,000 into Dubai.
The guy be leaving nothing. He said.
God.
That's what they said.
Precepts?
Yep. This is Jeremiah 16. And verse 17, for mine eyes are upon all their ways, not hid from my face, neither is their iniquity hid from mine eyes. And first I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double, because in my land they have filled mine inheritance with the carcasses of their detestable and abominable things.
Lamentation 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away to captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sin. So who is Esau Edom? That book was a very good book.
And the cover, the book was white, but the inner was red. Remember that?
So they know.
This is Ezekiel 4:12. And thou shalt eat it as barley cakes, and thou shalt bake it with dung that cometh out of man in their sight.
And we're eating it right now. But we don't know what the hell we're eating.
Well, you said FDA, Health Canada, they say there's a certain percentage of things that you have to allow. Microplastics, insect pieces, flies,
That's right.
you know, and feces.
Remember, in the
Go ahead.
Caribbean, all they do is eat these things that carry feces, man. Right? They eat chitlins and all of that nasty stuff. Man. Of course they do, man. Of course they do. Of course they do. Our people eat all types of intestines and all that nasty stuff, man. Tripe and all of that.
Yeah.
Tripe and bean and kidney, liver. It's all fucking filth, man. If it's not blood, it's shit.
You bring this up. Habakkuk 2:1. Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what should I answer when I reprove. I am the Lord Yahweh. Answer me and say, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth. For the vision is yet for appointed time, but the end it should speak and not lie. Thou tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So pretty much, and the first one is the great millstone started with the apostles teaching this truth. as a watchman, letting you know what time it is and what's gonna come into this place, right? Because a lot of people have in mind that there's a hope in America for a better life. Make America great again, which is not gonna happen, you know? All we're gonna see is the ICBM missiles come into this place and destroy it. Yeah, that was the point.
You got what's up? No, I'm just saying you got this thing cellulose, which is shredded sawdust. The sawdust, right? And it's a filler that you're allowed to put in food. That's why when you look at an ingredient and it'll say cellulose, like for example shredded cheese, you're eating a lot of sawdust.
Remember it was in Taco Bell? They told you half of Taco Bell's meat was like shredded sawdust. I can't remember what it was. The bread in
Subway.
Subway.
It's not bread.
Tuna.
It's rubber.
The tuna is no tuna, it's something else.
It's, I think it was Scotland or Ireland. They said it's because it's over 50% sugar, so it can't be bread.
They say it's rubber. They say it's Subway.
Didn't Amalek create meat on 3D? Something like
yes,
that?
that's right.
Right?
Yeah, the treaty meats.
And all you have is recalls every week. All
Yeah.
this food is recalled.
Recall.
Almond milk.
Yo, the almond milk, come.
Kirkland just recalled yogurt and custard.
I went to Costco maybe a month ago. They had a whole list of
Isaiah 34:1. Come near, ye nation, to hear, and hearken, ye people.
And remember, even though those foods are recalled, the small hatters, they believe in still selling to Jake.
Yeah.
Because they think that we are Goyim.
Boy.
So they could be recalled, but there's people that be like, yeah, we're still selling it to Goyim.
Yeah, they are.
They don't give a shit. Repack it, yeah.
Well, they sell you shredded human, right? In McDonald's. You got shredded human in McDonald's, man. No? Rabbi Lucas.
Oh, yeah.
Shredded human.
Yeah.
Give it to Shredded.
Come near, ye nation, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world.
It's lucky they tried to humorize cannibalism with that show with Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, that's a funny show though.
Where it was cute.
Yeah,
She's
yeah, yeah.
like, oh, I need
that
blending
show's
it up
funny.
in the milk in the blender and shit.
People are sick.
That's what they do.
That's the first step. Oh, it's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, let's open it up. Let's explore this.
Or they romanticized it with Hannibal. With Hannibal, they romanticized because that was one of my favorite shows. Hannibal, and he was sick. Hannibal Lecter. He's a crazy ass killer, but they made him all opulent and dapper, and he cooks well and all of that. But it's all human shit. He kills people, and eats them, man, and then feeds it to other people.
Hey, what was that show where the chef's like, you just say human meat?
Yeah.
And the girl's like, she couldn't tell.
Happens all the time.
That's why I'm not gonna I don't really always see these guys on YouTube. They're what do you call it? Like David's been there. He goes all over the world, and like they don't know what the hell they're eating. It's like they don't care about a certain thing. It's like they just order. It says for the indignation of the Lord is upon all the nations, and His fury upon all their armies. He that utterly destroyed, he hath utterly destroyed them, he hath delivered them to slaughter. Their stink shall also be cast out.
Hey, like a restaurant in Toronto, it's downtown. You have to eat in the dark. How you know they're feeding you? What?
Con.
It's completely dark. It's pitch black in there.
You don't know.
It's dark.
You don't know what you're eating. They have to walk you to your seats.
Yeah.
You know, and you eat completely in the dark. I don't know. I never been there.
Yeah.
The heck, yo, you know our people. We gotta see what we eating, bro. I eat with my eyes, man.
Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountain shall be melted with their blood. and all the hosts of heaven, shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down, as the leaf that falleth from the vine. Right? So this is going to be a total destruction, right? With the whole like nuclear. After the destruction, we're going to see that whole like the clouds, all of it.
Hey, and that's how wicked this place is that the Lord has to do that. That means we don't even know about all the wickedness. So for the Lord to say, yo, this place is a red zone, never go back here, that means this place is wicked, man.
They say in the conspiracy realm they have tunnels underneath. There's all kinds of people we don't know about. The Pizza Gate and all kinds of shit, man. Like this guy Epstein on his island, he had a big calendar, a sun calendar. There's a sun disk.
Oh yeah.
Right? I did a lesson on it, and that's where they sacrifice you.
See that?
Yeah.
Is for Apollos.
That is correct.
For that male energy that's very explosive. So they need to sacrifice you. And there's one video I seen. It was actually Epstein, and the bitch was naked. She was tied up,
and he was.
and he had the sun thing, with the
Yeah.
And
Go ahead.
put the sun in,
Yeah.
and then they had the tube with the adrenal glands, all the adrenaline. They're actually showing all that. But yeah, on a higher level, it's kids. So bro, we can't fathom that. If the Most High downloaded the dark order to your mind right
Oh
now,
fuck.
you
die.
You just die, bro.
It's a nap time.
That's a permanent nap time.
Hey, there was a guy, that's another movie, I can't remember the name of the movie right now, but it was all the child trafficking, and he saw all the pedophiles. He was the one that went to go pardon?
Yeah, Sounds of Freedom.
Sounds of Freedom.
Sounds
and
of
the guy
Freedom.
almost bugged out, man, just by seeing all of the wickedness, man. It's all wicked, bro. That's what I always say, like, to be honest, like, obviously I don't like police, but I can't do their job. That's a serious job to do.
Yeah.
Man. Like, to see all that wickedness is hard, man. That's hard, man. That ain't no joke job. To see all the death and murder, child sacrifices, and all the wicked shit that they have to see. It's a serious job, man.
Yeah, I heard he was part of that shit. I heard the same producers that started that show. I heard he was found out being part of that.
See that?
So it was all witchcraft.
Wow.
You had that show, True Detective.
Yeah, I love that show.
They
Yeah.
showed
Love
that
that
people
show.
sign
Yep.
on the girl.
Love that show.
That's right.
Hey.
Yeah, the circle. The circle within a circle. What do they call that?
Boys,
Yeah.
That's what's supposed to be.
It was.
Triangle.
And even in that even in that show, the cop went crazy.
Oh, yeah.
They showed him he was smoking cigarettes.
he had a beer every day. He
Yeah,
had a beer every
you
day. I
see,
need a beer. I can't
that's how
stop.
you know.
Yeah.
That's how you know, man. What they see is, and he's smoking cigarette like this.
Yeah.
He swallows the smoke. Like yo, he played a good character.
Hey, there's a Jake who just joined. He joined Pure Region. The first 3 calls that he went, something that he never seen before. He resigned.
I believe you.
He resigned.
That's what I'm saying, that job
and
is
now
tough, man.
they don't want to let him go because they spend so much money on him. So now he's just like, no, I want to go back to work.
Yeah, that's a tough job.
I don't want to see that.
Tough job.
Yeah.
Hats off to you people who do that. That's
Yeah.
a tough job.
Who feels that too? Paramedics, but also firemen.
Firemen.
Oh, fireman.
They got to deal with a lot of people jumping off.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
They got to, they got to see that shit.
Yes.
Range.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All the car crashes.
You guys remember that site back in the day? What was it called? Best Board?
Yes.
Best.
Right? Yo, when you read the comments, people are tweaking, bro. People are fucked up. Like there'll be some death, and someone will write, yeah, good for that fucker. You know, like some fucked up people, man.
Yeah, man.
It's too
Yeah.
much,
Go
bro.
ahead.
It's not meant for it's not meant for people.
And that's how you know our spirit is different than these other people, because even me, I don't like these things. I always tell brothers, in that day, the Most High has to put a spirit on me.
All of it. Yeah.
I have to get, because I don't want to smash no, you know?
Like that, like, I don't want to
I don't even want to see it, man.
Yeah, certain things.
And then, yo, remember the scripture. Psalms says, Psalms 137 and 7, we're going to dash their little ones
Peace.
against the stone.
Yeah.
I don't got the spirit for that yet. Uh-huh.
So for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come upon Idumea, upon the people of my curse to judgment. The sword of the Lord is full with the blood, it remains fat with the fatness, and with the blood of the lambs and the the goats, and with the fat of kidneys and rams, and the Lord hath a sacrifice in Gaza.
Yeah, because remember, Jake is a plain man. We're playing, man. You know, Jake, you know our spirit, man. We want to eat, we want to drink, we want to have sex, man. Yeah, we're playing, man.
Hey, you had that guy Pedesto,
Hurt George?
something Pedesto. They showed his house, and he had like a room that's a swimming pool or whatever, but it's empty. And he had a mural, and it was girls pretty much. Some of them were bound, some of them like this, you know, just fuck that shit. And they showed you those people's artwork, the art that they
Yes. I know what you're
and it's
talking
just
about now.
weird, bro. Like it won't be straight, but you'll see like a you know what in the mouth, or you know like,
Yes.
what the fuck is this?
Just like this,
You know? Yeah.
just like this.
Well, Epstein, he said Epstein's house was like that. It had a lot of those type of pictures. Like,
And Epstein, guess what? He was low level.
That's low.
He
Yep.
catered to B level actors.
That was a
and
low level
celebrities.
dude.
There's an A class list, bro. Right? And those are still celebrities. What about the like you know the real captains of
That's
industry?
right. That's right.
You know the executive, the CEOs,
That's right.
the politicians.
That's right.
You know?
And the great slaughter in the land of
killing.
Idumea. And the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the blood, and the bullocks with the bulls. And the land shall be filled with their blood, and their dust made fat with the fatness.
Hey, and this is all our fault, man. All you people on the side, you should be ruling the world. This is why you're meant to rule the world. To stop all the foolishness that's happening right now. Right? Exactly. All of the stuff that's happening is because the law, statutes, and commandments are not in rule, man. This is a part of Esau's rule, man. Because this is a part of his belief. He believes in, he had the sun disk, and he'll be like, okay, well, it's time to sacrifice. Aren't we going in the time of Samhain? It's almost going to be the time of Samhain.
Last year, what happened?
What happened last year?
Oh yeah.
They had right behind us, the top sign on Halloween in this park. They had
Yeah, the
it
Jews.
was the day of death, something like that.
It
Yes.
wasn't Halloween. Was it Halloween?
It was Halloween.
Yes, it was Halloween.
Yeah, it was the day of death or something.
Yeah.
Right between the sun and
Yeah, they had the ceremony right there.
right behind us, right where
And they're gonna do it like
Yes.
Well, we had something in Montreal called a Tam Tam. Me, this brother, and this brother. We went that area, and then we noticed, you know, because they be beating the drums in that demonic pattern.
They're in the spirit.
Spirit of Satan, right? And then ultimately, we see, I looked, I said, oh, look at these 5 women, right? They're all dressed in, most of them were dressed in black, and they were doing hands. Wow. Doing like this,
Well, that's
all
what
the
it-
different, all the, yeah, they're doing it towards each other, putting that
Yep.
energy on each other. I said, okay, these are witches coming around this demonic gathering.
It's for the God of love. That's why you're starting to see those hearts everywhere. You see the heart, and you have the red one. Some people have two.
Two.
It's for the
Pink.
God of love, which is Bacchus, man. The God of revelry.
yeah,
man.
it was called the Night of Dread.
that's pretty much it.
Hey, just like in the Black Panther, what they gave him to revive was the heart-shaped herb. They're promoting cannibalism, and the heart-shaped herb, I think, was red. I think it was red.
Right, look, on Toronto Sun, right, this is last year, they said Dia de los Muertos, and de Muertos, right?
That's right.
They just like, oh, other fun things.
That's right, man. That's right.
Hey, man, you people participating in this shit too. You know, you're just there, and there's a bunch of spirits.
That's right.
And some of those spirits might fall into our hands.
Hey, that's why you gang members, you Bloods and you Crips, you don't know you signed up for death.
Yeah, you did that video.
You signed up for death. So don't think you just joined the gang. No, you're meant to die. So that's why on certain days you guys might get killed, man.
All right, anyway, with that, we're going to close up. We're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Rakam,
Give honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops. And shalom to the elect.
Shalom.
Kwame Estrada.
Kwame Estrada.